And now the real campaign begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
It's not over?
No, it's not over.
You mean I'm still going to get the texts?
Yes, you're going to get more
robocalls
texts.
And the 14 pieces of junk email that I throw away immediately.
It's going to be 28, 30, maybe even 40 pieces of junk mail.
That is a damn shame. I mean, I'm glad for the people that I voted for that won. And
this is just the primaries, my friend. Now the real fun. This is the warm-up to the real fun.
Oh, man. You know my rule, right?
What is that?
I'm just going to issue this statement now for any candidate.
Okay.
If you put a yard sign up on the street and I can't see when I go to make a left-hand turn,
they lost your vote.
I will not vote for you.
They lost your vote.
I'm going to need you to show me that you can strategically place your sign in a way that doesn't cause me to have a traffic hazard.
You know what? That's fair enough. Fair enough. These people who have the underlings put their signs up, make sure that they are at the proper height. And you know what I don't like? I don't like when people put signs in front of other signs off. So you got to let them pile up on the intersection.
You know what's happening down in Tucson, don't you?
What's going on?
Somebody is going around for Adelita Grijalva's signs and putting a sign on it that says, "Vote for the torta."
That has to be a listener to our show. That has to be a listener to our show. Did you see we have another clip from her today.
Pablo's lost it. I don't know if he'll be able to perform for the rest of the show.
That's true.
That is 100% true.
Or maybe it's Mucho.
I heard that from a reliable source. Showed me pictures and everything. It's fantastic.
She's huge.
Not that I condone defacing signs or anything else. But if you're gonna, at least make it funny.
That has to be a listener to the show. Or someone from the community who understands what they're doing. Yesterday wasn't about defeating Democrats. It was about deciding who would carry the conservative banner into November. Now those decisions have been made, and it's time to stop campaigning against each other and start campaigning for Arizona. Yeah, we talked to a couple of politicians. I asked point blank, are you going to come together? These contentious campaigns, they're over now. It is literally time to put all of that aside. This is an all-hands-on-deck situation to turn Arizona conservative, Republican at least.
You're married. I'm married.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then you have spats.
Yes.
With your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have actual fights, not physical fights, but you mad at each other. Right. You look at somebody and go, "How I got to stay with you forever?" Yeah, forever. Ever. But then you got to go somewhere. Yeah, make a public appearance, and you got to come together, and you got to be a unified front. Because man, them kids be crazy.
Kids will try to divide you. Don't show them any weakness.
You got to show a unified front against the kids and against the world.
Kids be like Democrats, be rolling up in there. All types of accusations.
And now it's time, right? The lovers' quarrel is over. The little fight about you didn't load the dishwasher right and why it's not what you say, it's your tone is over. And it's time to come together to face the world.
Together.
Now, you might be sleeping on a couch, but you're going to have when you face the world.
That's inside the house. Outside of the house, you put a united front. Inside of the house, you come back in after kissing and then hold the hand and then get in the house and you go to the couch and you go to the bedroom. Okay, until y'all work it out. But outside of the house, it's on. It's got to be on.
You can't be mad at me forever just because I watched the latest episode of House of the Dragon without you.
Yes, you can.
And because you were busy out doing something on Saturday night.
Yes, you can.
We're going to be unified.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Andy Biggs is the Republican nominee for governor, and now he faces Katie Hobbs in what will be one of the biggest governor's races in America. I was surprised. I don't know why, but I was looking at national news. They were all looking at this. Looking at Arizona, Jay Feely emerged from a crowded Republican primary in Congressional District 1, giving Republicans a strong candidate in one of the nation's top battleground districts. Warren Peterson won the Republican nomination for Attorney General. setting up another marquee statewide shutdown. Here we go. Here we go. And this is what I love about primaries. They're very messy. Messy, messy, messy. They're competitive. Sometimes they're downright brutal, but they are proof that Republicans don't just coordinate candidates. We make them earn it. We don't switch people out when, this is going wrong. But, forget the primaries, forget all of that. We're just going to install someone. We tend not to do that. I hesitated for a second because I was thinking about what's going on in South Carolina with the Lindsey Graham's little sister. But she has to go through primaries. And she's going to win, but she has to go through primaries. Yeah. Right. But she is going to win. Having said that, now comes the hard part, my friends. Republicans have to remember who the opponent is. We're talking Arizona. We're talking about, we have some socialists that were defeated last night, but we're talking about just straight lunatic left. We're talking about liberals, Democrats that are driving the state into the ground. Katie Hobbs isn't going to lose because Republicans had a great primary. Chris Mays is not going to lose because conservatives celebrate today. Democrats are not going to surrender because we won nominations. Victory in July means absolutely nothing if it doesn't translate to victory in November. So the candidates have been chosen. The debates are now over amongst ourselves. The commercials aimed at fellow Republicans need to stop. It's time to unite around the nominees, sharpen the message, and make the case to independents and every Arizonan who's tired of higher prices, unsecured border, uptalk, failing schools. That was your cue. Uptalk.
Sorry, I'm a little medicated.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
A little congested and got the.
You need the reins. You need more reins to kind of write that whole thing out. All right, I'll give you another opportunity to do Katie Hobbs. Okay. Yeah, right. This is time for Arizona to understand.
Biggs, he's so MAGA, and he's not what Arizona needs for our future.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. That's what I was looking for.
Don't you know I flipped burgers and drove Uber, even though I was older than when Uber, the math doesn't math on that, but it makes a great campaign slogan.
Arizona is the political center ring of America. The entire nation will be watching what happens here over the next few months. Last night decided who gets to be on the field. Now it's time to win the game. Coming up next, we're going to touch base with the Republican officially, candidate for the governorship, Andy Biggs. Stay tuned. What's in your retirement plan? Millions of Americans are dipping into their savings or even borrowing money just to pay for everyday necessities. They're spending tomorrow's money to get through today. And if you're counting on Social Security, here's something you should know. The Social Security trustees now project the retirement trust fund could be depleted by 2032. What? Yes. Jeffrey Goldblatt of Double Line Capital, known as the Bond King, believes that estimate may be too optimistic. He says the trust fund could run dry as early as 2029. That's only a few years away. My friends at Republic Monetary Exchange want you to understand that the same forces putting pressure on retirement, persistent inflation, our exploding national debt, and declining confidence in the U.S. dollar have historically been strong drivers for gold and silver. The best retirement plan is the one you build yourself. And in times like these, it may be worth considering gold and silver as part of that plan. Talk to my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. Call 602-682-GOLD or visit rmegold.com.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
I-17 northbound at Greenway crash just cleared. Unfortunately, the delays have not. Still pretty slow back to Northern. So give yourself plenty of time northbound I-17. But, hey, at least all lanes are open once again. I-17 southbound near Dunlap, a wreck off right. And I-10 westbound, you've got a crash near 19th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
You're close to your journey's end. You're winning half the battle. And then it happens. A rattle. You got this. Just head on over to any Brake Masters stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters. We give you an honest break.
Sean Hannity.
It's very interesting how the Democrats were basically caught selling their soul, because that's not where the party is anymore.
This afternoon at 1, make 550 KFYI a preset on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Well, it's official. My friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data. And because they're my friends, they trust me. As for the rest of you, well, Pure Talk understands that even though you might like me, you're not just going to take my word for it, nor should you. For that reason, and for a very limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited plan that normally sells for $65 a month. Think of it like a test drive, a super simple way to save $150 while you kick the tires on Pure Talk's blazing fast network, and a fine way to see for yourself why I switched from big wireless, along with a few 100,000 of my closest friends. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and be connected to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. Again, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
Big meeting? Date night? Freshen up fast with Zellman's. Order online in seconds and save 15% at ZELMINS.com. Use code SAVE for fresh breath that lasts. Don't let bad breath ruin the moment. Stay confident and save 15% with code SAVE on Zellmans.com today.
Hi, Arizona. This is Joe with Advanced Window Products. Today, we're giving KFYI listeners a deal so good, you'll hear it across the Valley of the Sun. That's right. Today only, Advanced Window Products is having a one-day sale. If you buy 10 or more of our custom-made windows, we're giving you a mind-blowing $3,500 off, our biggest offer ever. You heard that correctly. That's $3,500 in savings off windows that are manufactured right here in Phoenix, specifically for the Phoenix climate. Call us at 480-764-2002. Our windows come with a lifetime warranty, including accidental glass breakage and labor. Now, that's peace of mind. But you must act today. This offer is only valid for a one-day window. You've got until tonight to lock in your savings. You won't hear this commercial tomorrow. Call right now for your free estimate. The number is 480-764-2002. That's 480-764-2002. Or visit our website to get a quote and see the quality for yourself at advancedwindows.com.
You worked hard for that 800 credit score. So why are you still using a mortgage designed during the Great Depression for people who were financially struggling? Shouldn't financial discipline earn you something better? The Life Changer loan allows you to do your banking inside your mortgage, pay off in a few short years, and keep 24/7 access to your equity. Control, flexibility, speed, because you've earned it. It's not magic. It's just math. Visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
The Lovebird Lowdown with Tom and Tawny.
Wow, look at those tough Toyota trucks.
Tundra is so tough.
Tacoma, nimble and tough.
Tough like me. What was that?
A teacup Pomeranian.
Wow, those little things can really project.
Get behind me, honey.
Right now, get 3.99% financing for 60 months on a rugged Toyota Tacoma. Or get low 2.99% financing for up to 72 months on a full-size Tundra on both gas and hybrid models. With great deals like these, now's the perfect time to visit your Valley Toyota dealer or valleytoyotadealers.com. Toyota, let's go places. 3.99% with $18.41 per thousand borrowed for 60 months. 2.99% with $15.19 per thousand borrowed for 72 months. Offers end 8/3/26 and exclude TRD Pro and Trail Hunter models. See dealer for details.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
The first NFL preseason game, the Hall of Fame game, is 2 weeks from tomorrow. The teams involved, the Panthers and Cardinals, kick off full squad workouts today as training camps around the league begin. Among the baseball last night, the Padres beat the Braves 8-3. In that game, the Padres' Fernando Tatis blasted the longest home run in the majors this season, 474 feet. Meanwhile, the Red Sox win streak still 14. Boston's game with Baltimore rained out last night. They'll play 2 today. I'm Matt McCoy.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
News you can count on, and some laughs, too. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
Before we get to future Governor Biggs, we have some people chiming in on the talkback. They'd like to give Andy a message here.
I voted for Andy. Glad he won the primary, but I got one request of the Biggs campaign. Whatever they were injecting Cadaver Joe with to crank him up, to make him mean and nasty, inject Andy with some of that. I want to see some fire in the belly, pounding on the podium, and Andy taking the fight to Katie. Quit being a nice guy.
Oh, my goodness, my gracious, dear listener. Give the man a chance to catch his breath. He just won the primaries, for goodness sake.
Bigly, too. He won it bigly.
Yes, he did. It was a spanking. We welcome Congressman Andy Biggs to the center ring. Congratulations, Andy Biggs. You won this primary big. What's the first message you want of Republicans who supported someone else to hear from you this morning?
We want everybody. I need everybody to win, and we know it, and I think every Republican knows it. The independents that break Republicans, they know it. We have got to get everybody together, because we can't take 4 more years of Katie Hobbs nor Chris Mays and her company. We've got to win, and that takes everybody.
Why should independents and even disaffected Democrats give Andy Biggs a look instead of giving Katie Hobbs 4 more years?
Well, I mean, even when I was president here, people were surprised at how well somebody, a conservative like me, a conservative like you, can reach out across the lines and get some stuff done. We brought the state out of a bad economic situation. I worked with Governors Brewer and Ducey, and we turned the state around. Look, there is so much that I've done working with people who don't necessarily agree with me on every issue. We don't agree with everybody on every issue, but where we find agreement points of where we can collaborate, we do it, and that's what you'll see here. You're not going to see chaos. You're not going to see me get criminally investigated for pay-for-play schemes. You're going to actually see a really well-managed government.
You know, this is going to be a race that is watched nationally. We know that this is the race that's going to be watched in the White House. Why the national focus on Arizona for this gubernatorial race?
Well, the Democrats know that Katie Hobbs is vulnerable. They've said themselves, the Democratic Governors Association, that she is the most vulnerable governor, Democrat governor in the country. And so they want to try to protect her. And at the same time, we know on the Republican side that she's the most vulnerable, and we need to win this thing. And they also look at Arizona as a state that is really is red underneath everything. And if we get it back to red, then 28, 30, those all come along and help the national Republican picture as well.
You know, I agree with you 100%. My interest is more local, of course, than it is national. We want to make sure that we have the right people in place because the state's been heading in the wrong direction. It's all been about stopping Trump's agenda, and we've watched our business interests slip in the state, or, you know, businesses are losing interest in the state. There's a lot going on, but nationally, Arizona is about what direction the nation is heading in. A lot of people are saying that this race is going to be a referendum on that direction. Do you agree?
I do. Look, we under Katie Hobbs, we've dropped from being a very affordable state, very business friendly state, to we're neither one now. And just so you know, I mean, I'm talking to businessmen who have interest in Arizona. They would like to bring more to Arizona, but they don't want to do it under this governor. I just was talking to some people within the last couple of days, and that's what they told me.
We have Congressman Andy Biggs, now the Republican nominee for governor, Andy Biggs, in the center ring. You know what? Throughout the campaign, not your campaign, but just the Republicans in general, there were a lot of sharp elbows that were thrown during his primary. Do you expect for Republicans to reach out to their former opponents to bring things together, to bring the House together, so it's an all hands on deck situation heading into November?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to do as the nominee now. I think I can go to both sides. I mean, look, things were said about me that I didn't find flattering, true, or anything like that. But the bottom line is, I need those votes. So I'm asking people. I know in some things were said or done that might take a few days to get over those bruises, as you say. But let's get over those, because it is far more important. And almost to an existential point of view in my mind, that we take that dangerously incompetent Katie Hobbs out of the ninth floor and restore that to red and Republican values. And so I'm asking everybody, if you're hurt, take a couple of days, get over it, wallow in it, and then let's come back together.
Katie Hobbs is going to paint you as a too conservative for Arizona. She's going to paint you as a election denier, and she's not going to debate you. What's your response before she even launches the first ad?
My first response is, hey, Katie, clean up your own act. You're the one who's being criminally investigated, not me. And by the way, I used to meet with her in my office every week when I was the Senate president to treat her with respect and find out what was going on from the Democrat point of view. And so she knows that, and she's just not going to tell the truth. She's not going to say how I was gracious to her and communicative to her. That she's not going to say that stuff. So for us, it's like, okay, we know who you are, and now the rest of the state needs to find out who you are.
What is one promise that you'll make that you'll want voters to hold you accountable for 4 years from now?
I want them to hold me accountable for being more transparent in the budgeting process. Because if we're more transparent in the budgeting process, I think we're going to see where money has gone, where fraud has occurred, and we're going to clean it up. And that's really the bottom line, is we have to clean up the fraud in Arizona. We do that, and all of a sudden we have more money to take care of infrastructure, take care of education, and the needs of the state.
Congressman, once again, congratulations. We have plenty of time to dive more deeply into policy in the weeks ahead. But right now, we just want to say that this is a celebration, and we're glad that you're going to be leading the fight. Congressman Andy Biggs, I should say,
future governor.
Yes.
Andy Biggs.
Absolutely.
It's funny there at the end, he mentioned fraud. We have a listener all the way in North Carolina that has used the talkback. Must be listening on the free iHeartRadio app. And he's got a challenge for us in Arizona.
This is Homer McGillicuddy in the Blue Ridge Mountains, North Carolina. And I would like to congratulate Andy Biggs on his big win, and looking forward to hearing more about him being the governor. And now, if y'all can do something about cleaning up Maricopa County, you'll be making a big step for good things coming ahead. So clean it up. Goodbye.
From your lips to God's ears.
Well, you mentioned in this interview with future Governor Biggs,
right?
You mentioned Arizona being, viewed nationally. It is interesting to hear from someone all the way in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. What do they know about Arizona? Oh, yeah, Maricopa is
Maricopa County.
a mess.
You know what? A couple of news outlets reached out to me to come and do some commentary for them this morning. I said they can listen to the show. That's what I'll be doing during the show. You know, they can pick it up from there. But yeah.
You can even watch it on the YouTube.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, we are going to be the center of attention. And Maricopa County, once again, a black eye. A black eye. You think we'll clean that up this go around?
You know.
Do you?
I need to tell you a story.
Uh-oh.
Because I went to vote yesterday.
Oh.
In person.
Uh-huh.
And I encountered racism.
Shut up.
Oppression.
Extra white.
I was oppressed and the victim of racism.
Okay.
At the polls.
We're going to hear what happened. We're going to hear what happened to extra white at the polls. That's coming up next.
You ever notice the second you put a car up for sale, your phone will explode? Bunch of useless messages. Hey, you take half? Can I trade you this here handful of magic beans? Are you available to look at it at 2 o'clock in the morning? Instead of all of that hassle, just go to GiveMeTheVin.com. Now, GiveMeTheVin.com wants to buy your car, truck, SUV, and they will pay you the most. More than CarMax or Carvana, or they'll give you $100. There's no reason not to go to GiveMeTheVin.com. Now, when you're there, you just enter in your VIN, or you can even just do your license plate number, and you'll get a real offer in a few minutes. That means no late night meetups, no weird guy named Chad wanted to hear it idle before he buys it. You can take it to them, or GiveMeTheVin.com will come to you. It's easy, fast, and it's hassle-free at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
U.S. Representative Andy Biggs is a projected winner of the Republican primary for Arizona governor. Biggs was endorsed by President Trump and will take on Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs in November. Another closely followed race is for Arizona's 1st congressional district, with Jay Feely as a projected winner of the Republican primary. The former NFL kicker was also endorsed by President Trump. He defeated State Representative Joseph Chaplik and businessman John Trobo. The Democratic side of the ticket has not yet been called. The two frontrunners are Amish Shaw and Marlene Galan Woods. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth testified about Iran war funding in the Senate yesterday, facing pointed questions about the war's timeline and Iran's military capabilities. Hegseth told the committee the White House's $88 billion supplemental funding request is critical to ensure America's military readiness across the board. Former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife will be back in a New York courtroom today over their alleged participation in drug trafficking. Both federal prosecutors and Maduro's lawyers are seeking to postpone the trial date until next June. The U.S. District Judge in Manhattan could announce a trial date at today's hearing. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Earlier crash northbound I-17 near Greenway is still dealing with residual slowing, but all lanes are moving again. Southbound 17 near Dunlap, you do have a crash off right. A wreck on I-10 westbound near 19th Avenue, and eastbound 10 near Palo Verde Road. Watch for a collision on the right shoulder. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line. It's 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
Gas prices, these grocery prices, the cost of living, inflation.
Escape.
Wanna get away.
Oh, wait. Your inflation vacation is booked with $1,000. Chances to win every weekday.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000, powered by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. Interact, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe today, 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile, proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Get that. This is my song feeling. Only at Metro.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013, 800-444-2013, or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-444-2013.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
If you haven't switched to Pure Talk because you're not sure their coverage is every bit as reliable as Big Wireless, why not take them for a test drive? For a limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited data plan. No contracts, no commitments, just a great deal on a high-speed network with unlimited data from an American wireless company. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Food truck owners, today business will be booming. People will love your new menu and not make special orders. You will not roll your eyes when someone calls it a quesadilla. You will also switch to Progressive to get 30 customizable coverage options and restore your inner peace. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Parker & Sons here. What if your new AC unit started paying you back before you paid for it? A new high-efficiency unit cuts your cooling costs from day one, so you save on energy all summer before you've spent a dime on the system. Because right now, you pay nothing until 2027. No interest, no payments, no stress. But this offer ends June 30th. Call Parker & Sons today for your free quote. Call 602-2REPAIR. That's 602-2REPAIR.
You've thought about moving some of your IRA into gold. Most people have. Here's what stops them. They think it's complicated. It's not. Golden Crest Metals moves existing IRA and 401k money into physical gold and silver every day. Tax and penalty free. Featured on Fox Business and CNBC. Plus, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857. That's 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
Neighbors you know are talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like Rosemary.
I heard about Galaxy through social media as well as on the radio. I wanted to have Galaxy come out and redo my back patio. It runs the full length of the back of the house.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Galaxy was great. They were very thorough. They were very clean, very efficient. They cleaned up after themselves. I was very impressed with the crew.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And also, it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The reason I chose Galaxy is because of the durability. We've got pets, and so sometimes they do have accidents. It's very easy to just hose off. My neighbors have come over, and every single one of them have said it's beautiful.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
550 KFYI. Nothing artificial here. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. We are streaming live on YouTube 550 KFYI. What is the matter? Pull yourself together.
I don't know if I can do it.
This is Extra White. He has been traumatized.
You made me relive my trauma yesterday. Guys, I'm just living my real truth.
What happened? What happened?
After the show yesterday.
Yes. Speak up. Speak up.
I'm sorry. So hard. I was a victim of racism.
Oh, man. What happened?
Because yesterday, I went to my polling place by my home, and I walked in. I had researched candidates, and I knew I wanted to vote for and everything. Oh, sorry, it's so hard.
What happened, Extra White? What
I
happened?
went into the
You're
little
doing your
table,
civic duty, yes?
and there were like 4 white people there, and they were all older. And I said, "Excuse me, I'd like to vote."
Okay.
And they sent me to a table.
Right.
And she said,
Right.
"I need to see an ID."
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You were profiled. That is Jim Crow 2.0.
I know what it's like to be black. And a woman.
Were you able? Wait a minute. Were you able to produce an ID to prove who you were?
Well, of course, because I'm not a moron.
Well, there it is.
I mean, I went into my back pocket and right here. I pulled out my wallet right there, and there's my ID.
You see,
and I
know
gave
what?
it to the lady, and she said, "That's you."
Same thing.
And your name matches.
Come on. You know what?
I got my ballot.
It's
and then
only
I looked
racist.
at it
It's only racist if you want it to be Extra White.
Filled out the little circles, and I put it in, and they took my ballot, and then a little check mark came up and said, "You're agree to go." And it took me like 3 minutes, but I was oppressed.
Here's the thing. I went in and voted yesterday as well. I showed him 2 forms of ID. I showed him my voter registration card, and they said, "We don't know if you need that." And I gave him my driver's license, and of course, the only difference is instead of filling in the bubbles, I checked the box before I realized, I should fill in the bubbles, so they had that extra mark. I'm like,
you mean the
is it gonna
directions
kick it
at
back?
the top that
Yeah,
said
I didn't read
top,
those.
feed the bubble?
I didn't read those.
Yeah.
But then I figured it out, though.
But James, I was so oppressed yesterday and such a victim of racism. You know what I did afterwards?
What did you do?
My son and I went and got Bojangles.
Oh,
chicken.
The new Bojangles.
Yeah,
the one that's in Gilbert. That's in your own backyard.
We went.
How was it?
Disappointing.
What?
Yeah. Disappointing.
Why?
Yesterday was not a good day for
You've been waiting for Bojangles.
Yeah, because it's not real Bojangles.
Well, come on.
They only sell tenders. They don't actually sell bone-in fried chicken. A real Bojangles, you can get grits at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
There were no grits. Now, the line was like an hour and a half long because it's new.
Maybe they're going to break into it like
No, I asked, and it was like, no, the franchises out west have a scaled down. But now, the chicken, it was good. The chicken tenders, I should say. My son was like, he bit into one, and he was like, this ish is better than Popeyes.
Right.
Or yeah, it's good. I mean, it was good.
Right.
But it's not the real Bojangles. I guess I'm going to have to make a
I am
trip to
so
North Carolina.
sorry.
That's okay.
I am so
yeah, I was a victim of racism, and I got an inferior Bojangles experience.
Over on MS Now, MSNOW. What is it officially? Is it both Now or NOW?
MS Now, I think.
Over at MS Now, they correctly identify where the real battle lines are going to be, not just for the midterm elections, but probably for the future of America. We'll have that for you coming up next. Now, here's a piece of evidence that sounds backwards. Don't shop for a house first. Shop for your mortgage first. Most people spend weeks, sometimes months, scrolling through listings, visiting open houses, and dreaming about the perfect home. Then they call a lender and discover they're looking in the wrong price range, or worse, they lose the house because they weren't ready to make an offer. That's why your first call should be to London Mortgage. In as little as 24 to 48 hours, they'll have you pre-qualified and tell you exactly what you can afford. No guessing, nor relying on an online calculator. Just real numbers you can take to your realtor. And here's another reason to call now. London Mortgage is paying for the appraisal on qualifying purchase loans that close with them. That's typically $600 to $800 you get to keep for moving expenses, furniture, or whatever your new home needs. So here's the order. Don't shop for a house. Shop for your mortgage first. Call Lund Mortgage. Get pre-qualified. Then go look at houses, 623-875-9940, or visit LondonMortgage.com. London Mortgage, NMLS number 162710, equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
I-10 eastbound dealing with some trouble in the West Valley. You've got a crash near Palo Verde Road and another one right around State Route 85. 35th Avenue near Encanto dealing with a collision, and watch for crash activity on the 60 eastbound, this one near Higley. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Kaiko Pest Prevention.
Serving the Valley for 26 years, Kaiko Pest Prevention offers no contract service for homes and businesses. Need termite inspections or treatments? They do that too. And don't forget to ask about their proven scorpion prevention system. Go to KaikoPestPrevention.com.
Clay Travis.
Most of the violent acts are coming from the left right now.
Buck Sexton.
They've just gone nuts.
Today at 10.
The left has gone insane.
Sanity.
This is not a both sides thing.
On 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You save and save for retirement, then a financial advisor shaves 1% off the top every year for the rest of your life? For what? Tune in for a new kind of retirement show with Greg Ayler, Sunday mornings at 9 and 11 on News Talk 550 KFYI.
Struggling to follow everyday conversations? Hear.com can help. Meet the Horizon IX hearing aid, nearly invisible and German engineered for the ultimate clarity. That's why over 670,000 people swear by Hear.com. Try the Horizon IX for yourself with Hear.com's 45-day no-risk trial. Call 844-HEAR-300. That's 844-432-7300. Or go to Hear.com. Again, call 844-432-7300 or go to HEAR.com and claim your no-risk trial today.
Hi, Arizona. This is Joe with Advanced Window Products. Today, we're giving KFYI listeners a deal so good, you'll hear it across the Valley of the Sun. That's right. Today only, Advanced Window Products is having a one-day sale. If you buy 10 or more of our custom-made windows, we're giving you a mind-blowing $3,500 off, our biggest offer ever. You heard that correctly. That's $3,500 in savings off windows that are manufactured right here in Phoenix, specifically for the Phoenix climate. Call us at 480-764-2002. Our windows come with a lifetime warranty, including accidental glass breakage and labor. Now, that's peace of mind. But you must act today. This offer is only valid for a one-day window. You've got until tonight to lock in your savings. You won't hear this commercial tomorrow. Call right now for your free estimate. The number is 480-764-2002. That's 480-764-2002. Or visit our website to get a quote and see the quality for yourself at advancedwindows.com.
If you run a business and need to get your message to your next customers fast, nothing is faster than audio with iHeart. Let us help you grow your business at the speed of sound today at 844-844-iHeart.
If you're a fan of having zero access to your equity, paying 2 to 3 times more for your house, and being trapped in 3 decades of debt, then you probably love your traditional mortgage. But hey, at least the rate's fixed. If you think that sounds insane, then you should check out a Life Changer loan, where you pay principal first, keep 24/7 access to your equity, and pay off in just a few short years. It's not magic. It's just math. So visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
You know what steals the pain first? It's your, not your knees, it's not your shoulders, it's not your back. It's your freedom. Freedom to take a hike, freedom to chase the grandkids, freedom to play, to work in the yard without paying for it the next day. If you have quietly accepted joint pain as just part of getting older, I want you to know it doesn't have to be like that. That's why I keep telling you about QC Kinetics. Their regenerative treatments are helping people with chronic joint pain get back to living life without surgery, without long recovery times, and without putting everything on hold. Imagine saying yes again instead of maybe next time. That's what we're hearing from QC Kinetics patients every day. They're moving better, sleeping better, and enjoying life again because they are finally dealing with the source of the pain. Don't spend another summer watching everyone else have fun. Find out if you are a candidate with a free consultation. Call QC Kinetics today with clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler, 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
We're warming up through the rest of the week with highs today topping out near 104. Mostly clear and 88 tonight, then sunny and 109 tomorrow and 113 for your Friday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
The new iHeart app, now with presets. Download and make us your #1.
It's an awesome app.
News Talk 550, KFYI.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app streaming live on YouTube at 550 KFYI.
I need to calm some fears. People are asking. Here's why. If you haven't joined us on YouTube, by the way, and liked and subscribed yet, there's a show within a show that exists on YouTube. You get all of this great content that we do. We are Arizona's #1 radio show, by the way.
Excellent.
But you also get insightful commentary from the viewers on YouTube as well. But Zach reached out, and I don't want to cause pandemonium across Arizona.
Hang on, A-Train. Did they have the biscuits, though? I mean, what else were they missing? I'm in panic mode now. Thanks.
Oh, we don't want that.
They're talking about my experience to Bojangles yesterday. They did have the biscuits.
Right.
And the biscuits were on point. The biscuits were phenomenal.
Okay.
In fact, we got a family meal.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got like 20 chicken tenders for us and all the fixins and, couldn't get grits though. But we did get the Bowberry biscuits for dessert.
The Bowberry biscuits.
Bowberry biscuits.
I take it those are biscuits with
they're biscuits.
berries in it.
The best way to kind of describe them is like they're sweet biscuits. They've got like an icing glaze on them. They got their bowberries on them.
Okay.
Not quite a cinnamon roll, but like they're sweet. They're dessert.
Okay.
Quality biscuits.
Okay.
But then we got regular biscuits. I carbo loaded yesterday.
Okay.
Basically.
I
went into a coma.
That.
Yeah.
I assume that. All right. Do we have another talk back?
Yeah. On a more serious note.
All right.
On a more serious note, we're being too optimistic about Arizona's future.
Hey guys, I'm going to be candid real quick. I think the state of Arizona is gone. I think you guys have too much hope. I was born and raised in Tucson, watched it fall apart my whole life. I live in the town of Maricopa now, which is in Pinal County. But everybody I know is a Democrat. I'm an electrician. I'm the only conservative in my crew. I believe Arizona is gone.
Dang. That was harsh. That was brutal. Coming from Tucson, going to Maricopa and being surrounded by lefties.
Is he upset because Bojangles didn't come to Tucson and it came to Gilbert and Sammy? Tucson might get a Bojangles. Or is he? Oh, he's probably talking about the election and
he's
politics.
talking about the elections.
Oh,
I just feel like breaking out in song now. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow
Justin,
there'll
here's the
be
thing.
sun. What?
Justin, I'm talking to Justin. We're not Virginia yet.
Not yet, sir.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And we can't give up hope.
Well, to your point, Tucson is gone.
Well, yeah, Tucson's been gone.
But it's been gone. Tucson's been gone. I was naive when I first moved to Tucson back in 2011. I'm like, hey, this town has potential, and everybody started laughing. Ha ha. Yeah, that's potential, but it'll never do anything. It's gone. But Maricopa County, is slipping. You live in Maricopa. I understand that. I can see it. But if we can have a surge, if we can have clean elections, I think the problem will take care of itself.
Well, that, I think, is key. If we can have clean elections, and I'm not just talking about Maricopa County,
right.
I'm talking about across the state.
Right.
Then the ills that have beset upon Tucson might be rectified.
This is what was the discussion last night on MS Now. The states are the real battleground.
States are
frankly, where a lot of the action is right now. And there rightly is a ton of energy to elect a new majority, a Democratic majority in the House and the U.S. Senate this cycle. But it states that the U.S. Constitution puts in charge of running elections. Yep. So whenever Donald Trump has a freak out about the fact that he is so incredibly, hideously unpopular, he starts trying to come up with ways to take over the election system. He can't, as long as there are Democratic governors, attorneys general, state Supreme Court justices who stand in his way. They actually have the power over this. So this book is a battle plan to make sure that that line of defense is secure before we get to 2028 and his next chance to attempt a national coup.
Next chance to national coup. The states, the attorney generals, right? Yeah, the Secretary of States, the governors. He told you, and this is what we've been watching. This is the first time we've really been talking about it, Justin, really been talking about it. And we experienced this takeover. The state is not as left as the governor and the AG and Fontes over there. No, they're just not. But this is the battle line. This is why I'm saying, focus local.
The unions, the grassroots groups that decided not just to fight in the big elections where everyone's paying attention, but to fight in every election that might affect the future of democracy in our state. And that's the kind of approach that we need now in this country. We know that these local county clerks, we know that secretaries of state that do never get in the national headlines.
Well, they're threatened with arrest.
Yeah, they're threatened with arrest right now because Trump knows that they could actually thwart his ambitions to become a king.
As Lord President King Donald Trump, may he be the president forever. May he hold the reins for 200 years and never let another person in the White House.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the states wouldn't be able to stop the inevitable. But this is their freak out. Oh, we got to stop him from being king. That's so stupid. It's stupid. Yet, this is what they're using to motivate people to get out there and to be able to hold the state apparatus. Because if they do, they're going to be able to not stop Trump from being king. They're going to be able to stop the America First agenda. They're going to be able to stop conservative agenda. They're going to be able to insert more nonsense, more woke stupidity, more soul-crushing policies, more business-crushing policies in their state. All we need to do is look at the last 4 years in Arizona and look where we were and look where we are right now and look at the leadership. That is the issue. Now, Katie Hobbs and everybody's going to try to make it like this, this asshat. Oh, we got to stop him from being king. Oh, we have to stop, 2020 and all this kind of not. They're not going to talk about what is happening in the state. They're not going to talk about the economy that they caused. They're not going to talk about any of that.
They don't do it in all of the blue run cities. Look at Tucson. But look at Los Angeles. They had an opportunity to elect real change with Spencer Pratt.
They did.
Somebody that was a political outsider that had felt the effects of what blue run cities bring in. And what did they do? They sabotaged it so that the establishment candidate could face the socialist knucklehead.
This is exactly what they did. And you know what? They saw this coming. They know that they are illegitimate. They know that they're not voted in their policies by the people. So they have to put up safeguards. As a matter of fact, didn't Gavin Newsom say, don't worry, we got
a nuclear option.
Yes. Yeah. So remember all that, Justin, but that doesn't mean we stop fighting. That doesn't mean, especially now. In a turn or two, we'll know whether or not we're really lost. But we're not lost yet. Do you think did a good job with Justin there? You think he's...
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I've been engaged in the chat.
Look at you.
And
about the chicken.
Because,
about the chicken.
Bojangles, and now people are bringing up the Zaxby's that opened up in Queen Creek.
Oh.
And I love a Zaxby's.
Okay, the chicken conversation will continue on YouTube. Make sure you get there, 550 KFYI. Coming up, we have AZ GOP Chairman Sergio Ariano. He's going to be in the center ring talking about the night's big winners. He was once anti-abortion. Now he's a radical socialist. And he could be Maine's next senator. That's the Hannity Morning Minute on 550 KFYI and 790 KNST.
The Hannity Morning Minute is sponsored by Lund Mortgage.
Your morning cup of Sean.
This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
This new Maine candidate, the guy that seems to have emerged in this Maine Senate race, his name is Troy Jackson. He was once anti-abortion, now a radical socialist. He once opposed abortion rights, same-sex marriage. I guess this is the politics of convenience. And he will now, it looks like, be the new nominee for the Senate in Maine. Now the Graham Plattner's gone. And as his political ambitions changed and rose, a former president of the Maine Senate kept pushing his economic populist message, but he shed any socially conservative positions he had. That's what you call an election year conversion.
The conservative underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
Good news, you don't have to overpay for big wireless. Nope, not when Pure Talk comes in with the exact same cell towers, the exact same 5G network, the same exact service for a fraction of the cost. And by the way, now for the first time ever, Pure Talk, they are offering any plan at just $15 a month for your first 3 months. Average family saves over $1,000 a year. Whatever plan you choose, including their unlimited data plans, even their top tier $65 plan, $15 a month for your first 3 months. Huge saving up to $150. But make the switch now. It's simple, it's fast, it's easy. Enjoy your first 3 months of text, data, talk, $15 a month. You simply dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. Make the switch, pound 250, keyword save now from my wireless company, a veteran-owned company, America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
Hey, James C. Harris here. If you wear glasses or contacts, but now you are suddenly relying on readers just to see something an arm's length away, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've watched people go on full-blown reader scavenger hunts, checking the car, checking the couch, checking the pockets, checking the dog, and those readers still end up hiding in one place nobody looked. It's funny until it's not. That's why so many folks are turning to refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision. RLE is the permanent solution, and here's the cherry on top. After K2 Vision RLE, you will never get a cataract. The procedure is quick, painless, and most people are seeing clearly with no glasses, no contacts, no readers the very next day. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed more than 150,000 lens procedures, and they will tell you if RLE is right for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. Be sure to tell them James T sent you.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
A Republican primary projected winner. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs has won the Republican primary for Arizona governor, defeating Congressman David Schweikert. Biggs spoke at his rally full of his supporters, saying that he wants to fix the issues that current Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs has put onto Arizona.
We have a governor that's taken us from one of the most affordable states to one of the least affordable states. We have a governor whose policies on supporting police or not supporting police.
Biggs is now going to face off in the general election against Hobbs, who narrowly defeated then GOP nominee Kari Lake 4 years ago. Mark Lamb is a projected winner in the Republican primary for Arizona's 5th congressional district. Lamb, the Trump-endorsed former sheriff of Pinal County, defeated Daniel Keenan in the race to take on Elizabeth Lee, the winner in the Democrat primary. The strongly red district is open because Representative Biggs is running for governor. Tropical storm Bertha is moving steadily toward Louisiana. Bertha is currently about 45 miles east-northeast of the Mississippi River with sustained winds of over 50 miles per hour. Bertha is expected to dump 1 to 4 inches of rain along the coast from northern Florida to southern Texas. A look at your money. The Dow is up 113 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center,
Got a new crash in the North Valley. It's on the Loop 101 eastbound near 7th Street. They're going to be off on the left shoulder, but watch for delays back behind it. I-10 eastbound, a pair of collisions, one of them near Palo Verde Road, the other near State Route 85, and a crash in Mesa. It's going to be near the intersection of Dobson and Main Street. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Michael Cordova Injury Attorneys.
Seriously injured? Demand the best. Insurance companies fear our experience.
Call Michael Cordova Injury Attorneys right now. Justice starts here.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Crystal Ortiz.
Today, our forecast high temperature climbing to 106 degrees. Just an isolated chance of a passing shower or storm late day and into tonight. Otherwise, we're looking humid and mostly sunny this afternoon. A forecast low of 89 degrees.
It's 86 right now in Phoenix. Your next news at 7:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BANK at KFYI.com. That's BANK at KFYI.com.
The Arizona political butt bath is over. And now we're going to tell you who survived, who's in trouble, and why Democrats should be very, very nervous.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
The votes are in, the nominations are set, and now Arizona Republicans shift from primary season to the general election. You got Andy Biggs, a winner. Warren Peterson is vying for the next Attorney General slot. We got Alex Collin, a Secretary of State. Kimberly Yee,
Secretary of Public Instruction.
Right. Elijah Norton. Elijah is state treasurer. The Republican ticket is taking shape.
And then you've got Jay Feely out in CD1. I know Mark Lamb won his race against Daniel Keenan out in CD5.
So this is shaping up. The question now isn't who won last night. It's whether this team can win in November.
Steve has chimed in using the talkback. And I do hope, I know, Andy Biggs is a friend of the show. He's come on. He's a solid contributor. He is a conservative. But if there's one thing we're hearing from our audience right now is there's kind of a consensus plea for Biggs and the Biggs campaign to pick up the energy level.
I'm glad that Andy Biggs won the primary. But when I listen to him talk on the radio, he sounds like such a wuss. I'm not very confident about him. Even though Katie Hobbs sounds like a Valley girl, Andy Biggs just sounds like he's not up for the fight. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't have any confidence in this.
No, come on now. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I also want to say, we're not endorsing that statement at all.
Not at all.
But our job is to,
pass it on.
Pass it on, because it is not that criticism, maybe not the wuss part, but that criticism is something we've heard a lot during the primary. We hear it on the YouTube chat. We hear it on the talkback. We get it on our social media feeds. So that sentiment is out there that Andy is a little bit more reserved than what you see from a lot of candidates, particularly when you look at somebody like Donald Trump.
Well, if you saw Andy Biggs come out and start beating the podium, if you saw Andy Biggs come out getting loud and boisterous, that wouldn't look right. That wouldn't sound right. That wouldn't feel right. That's not his style. Does he need to pick up the intensity? You know what? We were complaining early on, but now you're looking at it, you understand the strategy. Why blow all my money on a primary when you saw he beat him by, 100,000 votes or something?
It was
ridiculous?
The margin of victory between Andy Biggs and David Schweikert was sizable.
Sizable. There's a better. It's sizable. And so now you get to say keep your powder dry, and now it needs to come out against Katie Hobbs. And it doesn't need to be is pounding and passion as much as it needs to be strategic and social media driven and getting to the point.
It will also be nice to have a grown-up be the governor of the state of Arizona.
I don't need for Andy Biggs to be all Spencer Pratty. Bless you. I don't need any of that.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. But it was loud. But bless you. God bless you.
Sometimes you just
got a little thing going on.
You know what? I'm like Schumer. Sometimes you just got to let it go.
But what we do need is someone who can string a sentence together and be competent. What we do need is someone who has a vision for the state. And you know what? I think the fact that odds are that Katie Hobbs will not debate Andy Biggs. Listen, the fact that he'll keep showing up and he's competent. Remember the last time we had somebody who had a fire in the belly and she was all over the place and she was taking it with the savvy media. What happened?
Well, they stole it from her.
Well, they did.
But she wasn't the governor. And she wasn't the senator. I mean, you could say which one. However,
that's the bigger issue. They stole it from her.
Look,
we
however
want free, fair elections.
She didn't win, right? I mean, that's the reality. Now, I think it's very important in defense of Andy Biggs, and he certainly doesn't need me to defend him. He's more than capable of defending himself. But I think one of the primary objectives that we need in the next governor of the state of Arizona is somebody that can bring back confidence for business leaders to bring business back and continue the upward trajectory this state was on under Doug Ducey and previous Republicans. We need that confidence back, and so I think Andy Biggs in that regard is the person to lead that charge.
Listen, Andy Biggs is probably talking to a lot of business. You know, of course, he's been in Washington, D.C. He is part of the Trump orb. Trump is a master businessman. Listen, I don't need somebody who's going to be all excitable talking about business. I think that money talks. I think that a business alignment going up against what Katie Hobbs has done is going to speak volumes. I just want a vision and a focus and a plan to be executed. Knowing Congressman Andy Biggs the way we know him for the last how many years, you're not going to get somebody pounding on the podium.
I agree that Andy Biggs needs to step it up. Maybe he doesn't need to be loud and boisterous, but he needs to do maybe more ads or something, because I haven't seen very much about him. The only time I've ever really heard much was on your show, and a lot of people maybe don't listen to your show.
True.
Hey,
so
wait a
he
minute.
needs to do more advertising or something.
Hold on for a second.
Well, you keep coming here and criticize Andy. You can't criticize.
A lot
what
of
do you
people
mean
don't
a lot of
listen to
people
the
don't
show.
listen to this show?
A lot of people listen to the show, but not everybody listens to the show, is I think what our listeners' point
Well, those
here.
people are stupid.
Well, no, they're not. They're
if they're
just
not
unaware.
listening to this show, they're stupid.
Be kind. They're unaware. They haven't had the opportunity. We need to do more to introduce them to the YouTube.
We're on YouTube. We're on the free iHeartRadio app. We're on 550 KFYI. We're on 790 KNST. You have an Instagram. I have an Instagram. You have an X. I have an X.
I wish
you're
we
not
had that
engaged
reach.
with this show, you're stupid.
No.
You're probably over there listening to those numbskulls, John Jay and Rich, or somebody like that, or part of the Radio Factory. And
stop.
I mean, they're nice
we
guys.
We don't need to roll over our friends down the hall. Come on now.
I'm throwing them under the bus.
But to your point, I mean, we were all chastising and complaining about, Biggs, we wanted to see you out there. We were itching to see you out there. But he didn't need to do that to get out of the primary. That would have been wasted money in the primary. The race that Andy Biggs ran in the primary got him a sizable win. Now he's going to position himself to bring in more money to the campaign. And then once that happens, our prayer is that he has a team in place that's going to be able to utilize the energy that we saw out in California with Pratt.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of people judging people on how they sound or how they look. I totally agree. The campaign does need to step it up a bit. But that's just who Andy Biggs is. He's calm. And that's what's awesome
That's right.
about politicians, when they can be reserved like that. But what you have to look at is his record there, my friend.
I agree with you, but one caveat. We do judge people on how they look, okay? We do. Some people are just fat that need to call that out.
Hey, now.
Ellie DeGrahalva.
Why are you looking? Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at me.
I wasn't looking at you.
Just because I ate like 5 Bojangles chicken tenders and 2 servings of dirty rice and some macaroni and cheese and some French fries and 2 glasses of lemonade and 2 Bowberry biscuits. Why you gotta call me fat?
Boy, I just threw a rock into a pack of dogs, and here you are barking and yelping. That wasn't intended for you.
You looked at me and winked.
Well, I was looking over at Pablo. Pablo, I sent you the cut. Did you see Ellie DeGrahalva trying to go up them steps, huffing and puffing? I was concerned.
Well, I mean, I can walk up a flight of steps.
Well, this is what I'm saying. That's why I wasn't talking about you. With all your Bojangles food in your stomach.
Maybe I was just feeling guilty.
A little bit.
A little guilty.
Katie Hobbs is playing a game. She's playing the this or that game. And we have
That. I don't want this. I want that.
And we have some alarming news coming out of Michigan that I want to tell you about. That's coming up next. Being hurt in an accident can change your life in an instant. And when that happens, you deserve to be empowered, not pushed around by an insurance company. That's why I always tell you about Sweet James. One of my listeners was seriously hurt in a motorcycle accident and couldn't believe the lowball offer the insurance company tried to get away with. So he called Sweet James. Now, the attorneys at Sweet James immediately stepped in, helping him get the medical care he needed to recover as quickly as possible and get back on that bike. Then they went to work fighting for him and delivered a $400,000 win. If you are ever hurt in an accident, you need a team of local attorneys with the care, skill, and resources to fight for you. Compensation matters, but so do compassion, justice, and having someone in your corner. Sweet James brings over 500 trials of experience to every case, big or small. That's why they win 98% of the time, and they win big. They can't guarantee the outcome, but they can make sure you're not facing this alone. Call Sweet James at 800-9-MILLION. That's 800-9-MILLION, or you can find them at sweetjames.com.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Got a new crash in the North Valley. It's on the Loop 101 eastbound near 7th Street. They're going to be off on the left shoulder, but watch for delays back behind it. I-10 eastbound, a pair of collisions, one of them near Palo Verde Road, the other near State Route 85. And a crash in Mesa. It's going to be near the intersection of Dobson and Main Street. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Never wait to see your family doctor again. And My Doctor Now, you don't need to take time off work or even schedule ahead. Open 7 days a week. It's your family doctor. Available same day, every day, guaranteed. Go to My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
When at work, staying informed is also part of work. The news impacts every business.
You need to get all the information that's out there.
At work, at home, all the time. Stay up to date with 550 KFYI on iHeartRadio.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. 800-444-2013 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-444-2013.
Make this the year you get active and healthy. Visit the Good Feet store.
Did you know the 30-year fixed mortgage was born during the Great Depression? So why are homeowners still using a Depression-era loan to build wealth in the 21st century? The Life Changer loan allows homeowners to put their money to work, reduce interest costs, accelerate principal reduction, and maintain 24/7 access to their equity and pay off in just a few short years, not decades. It's not magic. It's just math. So visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
If you're tired of saying what every time someone talks to you, Here.com can change your life. The Horizon iX hearing aids were created with top German engineers. Tiny, practically invisible, and built with dual processing technology for crystal clear speech understanding. Over 670,000 people trust Here.com, and you can try them for a 45-day no-risk trial. Go to Here.com, that's HEAR.com, or call 844-HEAR-300. That's 844-432-7300.
Hi, Arizona. This is Joe with Advanced Window Products. Today, we're giving KFYI listeners a deal so good, you'll hear it across the Valley of the Sun. That's right. Today only, Advanced Window Products is having a one-day sale. If you buy 10 or more of our custom-made windows, we're giving you a mind-blowing $3,500 off, our biggest offer ever. You heard that correctly. That's $3,500 in savings off windows that are manufactured right here in Phoenix, specifically for the Phoenix climate. Call us at 480-764-2002. Our windows come with a lifetime warranty, including accidental glass breakage and labor. Now, that's peace of mind. But you must act today. This offer is only valid for a one-day window. You've got until tonight to lock in your savings. You won't hear this commercial tomorrow. Call right now for your free estimate. The number is 480-764-2002. That's 480-764-2002. Or visit our website to get a quote and see the quality for yourself at advancedwindows.com.
We hope you're not counting on Social Security for retirement. It's Jim Clark. The Social Security trustees report they'll run out of money in 2032. Jeffrey Gundlach, the bond king, says that's overly optimistic, saying they'll run out by 2029. That's only 3 years away. Things like inflation and debt are compounding the problem, but they're bullish for gold and silver, which should be in your retirement plan anyway. See us, Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
If you've been thinking about getting your carpets professionally cleaned, now is the time. Zero Res is celebrating America's 250th birthday with huge savings all month long. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at just $129, plus a free hallway and $100 off your air ducts. Whether you're hosting summer parties or need help with the cleanup, Zero Res has you covered. Celebrate America's birthday with a cleaner, healthier home. Call or book the KFYI specials online at ZeroResPhoenix.com.
We're warming up through the rest of the week with highs today topping out near 104. Mostly clear and 88 tonight, then sunny and 109 tomorrow and 113 for your Friday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Bryan. At Precision Air and Plumbing, we're celebrating America's 250th the Precision Way with $2,500 off the new AC unit, 0% financing for 60 months, and no payments until 2027. Make the Precision decision today.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
Filtering the truth from the liberal media agenda. Sean Hannity, today at 1. Tell your smart speaker to play 550 KFYI.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. You can also watch us. We are streaming live on the YouTube at 550 KFYI. It's going to be Hobbs against Congressman Andy Biggs. That's what it's coming down to. And a lot of folks are upset that Congressman Andy Biggs hasn't had any commercials off. They want to be able to harass. They want to be able to share it. They want to be able to go on social media. They want to be able to, take a page from Spencer Pratt and just absolutely pummel the governor with truth and creativity. And a lot of people are upset that Katie Hobbs has beat Andy Biggs, has beat the Republicans to the punch. She has been putting out social media. Whoa! just titillating stuff. I mean, just wow.
Well, I mean, she's been putting out content. I wouldn't call anything Katie Hobbs does titillating.
You didn't see the one where she's playing the game this and that? Oh, come on, man.
I mean, I saw it.
This is
titillating isn't the right word.
This is great stuff.
Arizona sunrises or Arizona sunsets?
Sunsets.
Iced coffee or Diet Coke?
Iced coffee.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Window seat or aisle seat?
Aisle seat.
Football season or basketball season?
Definitely basketball.
Texting or calling?
Usually calling.
Paistoa Peak or Camelback Mountain?
100% Paistoa Peak.
Running or swimming?
Right now, swimming.
Chimichanga or a Sonoran hot dog?
Definitely a Sonoran hot dog.
Arizonans or Arizonians?
It is, without a doubt, Arizonans. If you say Arizonians, we know you're not from here.
Tax breaks for billionaires or tax cuts for the middle class?
Absolutely the middle class.
Sneakers or sandals?
That's a hard one. It depends on the activity, but usually sneakers.
I'm telling you, that is great stuff.
I mean, the best part about that was the fact that she used the Taylor Swift song underneath in the background.
Well, that's marketing genius. Did you see her hair? This was a bad hair day for Katie. But beyond that, I mean,
every day.
The brilliance of her. I mean, she chose the Sonoran hot dog over the chimichanga. Most definitely Arizona, the Sonoran hot dog over the chimichanga.
Yeah.
And swimming right now in summer, swimming versus I agree with her 100%.
Business growth or cartel kickbacks?
Well, that was not part of the questions that were asked.
Debating your political opponents or hiding in the bathroom?
That was not part of the questions that were asked. See.
Diversity or firing a black woman on your staff?
They didn't go in that direction.
Stairs with white people or an elevator with minorities?
Stairs, most definitely stairs, but they didn't go with that. Come on, man. Come on. This is so beatable. This is another reason why everybody's watching Arizona. This governor is a joke. She's so beatable. There's something else, though.
Passing legislation or vetoes?
Or vetoing. Most definitely veto. No, wait a minute. Let me do it. Passing legislation or vetoes?
Veto. Definitely veto.
I have some sad news for you. For you specifically.
Me?
Yeah, Aaron.
Okay.
Thanadar may be in trouble in Michigan. Thanadar is being primaried.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The gay Indian representative?
Yeah, with the painted eyebrows.
With the painted on eyebrows?
In the toupee.
Well, I mean, wait a minute.
A socialist may bump him.
Wait a minute. If Al Green is out and Jasmine Crockett is out and Thanadar is out, who's going to be left to try and impeach Donald Trump?
I don't know.
That's a sad day.
It is a sad day, but the guy that's running against him, I mean, he is one of the new socialists that's coming up.
You are running as a Democrat against a Democratic incumbent, right, with Sri Thanadar. And for you, what gave you the cause to challenge him?
Well, I mean, he has a lot of issues with him.
Yeah.
In particular, I mean, your viewers can just Google him. But in reality, we need somebody who's going to serve the district.
Why did he just come on and say, well, he is gay?
I mean,
and he does have the eyebrows painted. And he does have a toupee. And he does have a kind of crazy accent.
I mean, the reality is Thanadar isn't gay. He's gay. Like, he's gay. I mean, look.
He's not gay. I mean, there's nothing wrong.
The dude paints on his eyebrows.
On,
I mean, I think they're tattooed on.
They're tattooed. His eyebrows are tattooed on his head. Yes. I don't know I don't know. By getting rid of, first we lose Crockett. We can't afford to lose Crockett and Thanadar.
We need to get out the vote campaign because this show needs somebody like that.
We have to have a Thanadar that we can,
Although, if we're going to keep one or the other, my vote's for Crockett. You saw those legs. And, on a hit-to-miss ratio, Thanadar, he hit some solid doubles. But Crockett, man, she's an eternal wellspring of just content every day.
I tell you what, seeing you brought Crockett up, Jasmine Crockett, she did embarrass herself once again. She did embarrass herself royally.
Again?
Again. We'll have that for you coming up next. I bought a lot of things over the years that made my life a little easier. But watching my wife after her refractive lens exchange at K2 Vision, I'll tell you what, I'll put that right at the top of the list. She's constantly saying, look at this. She'll read a tiny label across the counter or a text message without hunting for readers. And the readers, they're sitting in a drawer collecting dust. If you wear glasses or contacts and now readers have become part of your daily routine, you owe it to yourself to learn about K2 Vision RLE. It's a permanent solution that can eliminate glasses, contacts, and readers, and there's another incredible benefit. After RLE, you will never develop cataracts. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed over 150 lens procedures, and they know exactly when the procedure is the right choice. Find out if it's right for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts.
U.S. Representative Andy Biggs is the projected winner of the Republican primary for Arizona governor. Biggs was endorsed by President Trump and will take on Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs in November. Arizona Cardinals guard Isaiah Adams is with the team for the start of training camp as he faces charges in his native Canada. Adams turned himself into Toronto area police this past weekend after being slapped with weapons charges stemming from a gangs and guns investigation. The Cardinals say they were aware of the charges. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth testified about Iran war funding in the Senate yesterday, facing pointed questions about the war's timeline and Iran's military capabilities. Hegseth told the committee the White House's $88 billion supplemental funding request is critical to ensure America's military readiness. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani last night walked back his pledge to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on an international criminal court warrant. In a video posted to the mayor's official X account, Mamdani listed a minute's worth of war crimes allegations against Netanyahu. He went on to say, "It's clear that we do not have the independent authority to enforce this warrant." And now here's a check of your traffic.
The Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Got a stalled vehicle now on the 60. It's headed eastbound right near the Mesa Drive exit ramp, so watch for delays in that area. Also, the Loop 101 headed eastbound, seeing a slow ride from 75th Avenue over to State Route 51, about 19 minutes in total. I-10 eastbound slow, 51st Avenue over to 16th Street. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Gas prices, these grocery prices, the cost of living, inflation.
Escape.
Wanna get away.
Oh, wait. Your inflation vacation is booked with $1,000. Chances to win every weekday.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000, powered by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. Interact, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe today, 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile, proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Get that. This is my song feeling. Only at Metro.
Attention Phoenix. If you're tired of the heat, traffic, and overcrowding, listen up. Announcing the sale of Prescott Creek Ranch just outside Prescott, Arizona, Saturday, July 25th. 36-acre ranches, just $199.9. This is a high elevation acreage with breathtaking 360-degree mountain views, beautiful native vegetation, and captivating topography. This small ranch has been broken into 36-acre mini ranches just outside sought-after Prescott, Arizona, and are priced to sell quickly. Learn more, take a video tour at 800theland.com or call 800-THE-LAND. Don't miss out. 36 acres, $199.9. Beautiful land, lush native vegetation, ideal location, high elevation, cooler summers, convenient to Prescott. Price to sell in a single day, Saturday, July 25th. Call or click 800-THE-LAND. That's 800-THE-LAND, 800theland.com.
If you run a business, you know how hard it is to get your customers' attention. Yet 85% of consumers say radio is the last thing they hear before shopping. Let iHeartRadio help you reach your next customer today at 844-844-iHeart.
Well, it's official. My friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data. And because they're my friends, they trust me. As for the rest of you, well, Pure Talk understands that even though you might like me, you're not just going to take my word for it, nor should you. For that reason, and for a very limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited plan that normally sells for $65 a month. Think of it like a test drive, a super simple way to save $150 while you kick the tires on Pure Talk's blazing fast network, and a fine way to see for yourself why I switched from Big Wireless, along with a few 100,000 of my closest friends. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and be connected to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. Again, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
When you've thrown over 4,000 innings like I have, you know joint pain isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For you, was it climbing ladders or too much heavy lifting? Hey, we're all in the same boat. But surgery, that was never my answer.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens knows there's a better way. That's QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No scalpels, no fake fixes, just real relief.
What I love about QC Kinetics, these are the most respected medical pros in the country that specialize in non-surgical therapies to get you moving again.
Don't mask the pain, fix it. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
I trusted QC Kinetics. You should too.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 602-837-7246 in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. That's 837-7246, 837-7246.
Gold has hit record highs, and many Americans are discovering they can move part of their existing IRA or 401k into physical gold and silver without paying taxes or penalties. It's called a rollover, and Golden Crest Metals helps investors do it every day. No cash out, no complicated paperwork, no hassle. Golden Crest is a nationally recognized precious metals firm seen on Fox Business and CNBC with an A- BBB rating and 5-star reviews. Plus, right now, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857 now. That's 888-447-7857. Call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
550 KFYI. The news you need when you need it. Guaranteed human.
Savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
We got to get this in while we can. Our time with Representative Jazzy Ratchet is coming to an end soon. So
it is.
We might have to retire the Jazzy Ratchet theme song.
No, I'm sure she'll give us a reason to bring it back up, but
well, yeah, I mean, just like we did with the Circle Back Saki song, which was
right.
I mean, that was award winning.
It was.
Eventually it'll pop back up.
Right.
But
It'll come back around. You give us an opportunity, but Jazzy Ratchet, Crockett, Jasmine Crockett, she's throwing some last shots out there in her remaining months as a Congresswoman representing the state of Texas. It's funny because you have Democrats that are now, Tallarico is doing so poorly, they're reconsidering.
I wonder why.
Some posters are out there saying, Tallarico, this is going to be close. This race is going to be 2 or 3 points. Really? Really?
Yeah, a guy who swore off brisket in the state of Texas.
If Texas, if he wins, seriously.
It's
all gone. Then I'll sound like our friend who just called earlier. It's all over.
The only thing Tallarico could do worse is condemn football in the state of Texas. High school football, no, we're going to get rid of that.
We're going to play soccer. We're going to play soccer, and we're going to eat tofu instead of steak. Yeah, that's Texas. Yeah! Stop it. Jasmine Crockett, she watched the World Cup soccer just like all of us.
Yeah, even I watched the majority of it. I got no love for the European fairy ball, but that's okay.
But she took it on a whole other level. Now, of course, it did come down to Spain versus Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
And for many folks, they went right to the racial aspects of that, or colonial, the politics. At the end of the day, you have 4 teams in the semifinals, right? You had Argentina and Spain, of course. You had France and you had England.
Right.
Which one of those countries was the biggest colonizer?
Well, if you look across the globe, France, England, and Spain, they're probably England, right? The sun never sets on the British Empire.
I would probably say England.
Although I don't live in South America where Spain dominate. Their colonies extended all the way from the very tip of South America all the way up into Florida.
Absolutely. So you had 2 big
in the
colonizers.
French, they had,
they had a little
Haiti and the Dominican Republic and
Argentina, really the Falklands. That's just
Canada.
pretty much it.
And the French had Canada.
Right. Okay, yeah. Until we took it from them. See, that's why America should have been part of the finals, because it's all about the colonizers, right? I think Jasmine Crockett would have been more comfortable if America was there, but they wasn't. So America was not there. So here it goes. Here she is trying to play the race card on who to root for based on colonialism.
The World Cup that captured the imaginations of the entire world when they saw all of these people of color that was playing for all these teams. And ultimately, if you recall, the last 2 teams, it was Argentina and Spain. And it seemed like the vast majority of the world was rooting for Argentina, or actually against Argentina, right? And why
you didn't know?
Just give me an explanation if you could guess. If you'll just let them finish the answer.
Spain had the best team. Maybe that's why they were rooting.
There's also a racist history that exists as relates to
come on.
I like this answer. He wasn't following the end of it. Maybe because Spain had the better team?
Spain dominated the World Cup. And Argentina has arguably the best player in the world in Lionel, and held him in check. Why you got to bring race into everything?
How can you not? France. France. If France was it really France? Because all the people in France, the players were like pretty much from West Africa.
I'm glad she didn't discover the team from Norway, the rowing team.
What was it? Yeah, Norway. That was Norway.
All those white countries.
It came down to Argentina. Didn't Argentina take Nazis? So it came down between the Nazis and the colonizers of Spain. And the world ended up, you know what? The world went with Spain, the colonizers, because the Nazis are still not popular with the.
Oh, except in Maine.
Right.
Except in the Democrat Party.
Come on. Hey, Meghan McCain is in the news. Meghan McCain is shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
She's still around.
She is.
Her 15 minutes isn't over yet.
No, wait, I'm not. No. Come on now. Meghan McCain did a good job for the most part on The View, but then she started having babies. And she chose to be a mama, taking care of them babies instead of being all, front and center in politics. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Maybe she should stay there.
No. I think you'll be surprised at what she had to say about President Trump. I'll tell you. Coming up next. One decision. That's all it takes to protect your home from years of rising electric bills. One decision that can help keep your family comfortable when everyone else is worrying about the next outage. Solar is no longer just an investment. It's becoming part of your home's energy security. But here's what many homeowners discovered too late. The wrong solar system can cost you thousands. That's why Solar Sandy spends the time to educate homeowners before they buy, not after. For over 10 years, Solar Sandy helped Arizona families reduce their power bills to zero or close to zero with systems designed for the way they actually live. Already have solar that's not performing? Ask about Solar Sandy's second time around solar program. Before you make one of the biggest decisions for your home, get educated first. Go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com. Fill out the kilowatt worksheet, and you be sure to tell her James T. sent you.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Loop 101 headed eastbound is a slow ride for you, making your way from 75th Avenue over to State Route 51 at 26 minutes in total. That's a 14-minute delay there. Also dealing with crash activity on I-17. This is headed northbound. It's right near the Dixoletta exit ramp. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line. It's 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Ace Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for a free estimate, or visit them online at acehomeaz.com.
On this day,
Today.
Day in.
every single day, by the day.
Day out.
When it comes to Iran,
Check in
We can play games
with Garrett Lewis.
it's just going to keep on happening.
Today at 4, 550 KFYI, the iHeartRadio app, and live on YouTube.
Want up to $25,000 in free silver? When you make a qualifying purchase through Golden Crest Metals, you can receive up to $25,000 in real silver added to your account. Call 888-447-7857 now for your free information kit. That's 888-447-7857. Again, call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 602-855-9542 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 602-855-9542 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 602-855-9542 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinic treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 602-855-9542.
You worked hard for that 800 credit score, so why are you still using a mortgage designed during the Great Depression for people who were financially struggling? Shouldn't financial discipline earn you something better? The Life Changer loan allows you to do your banking inside your mortgage, pay off in a few short years, and keep 24/7 access to your equity. Control, flexibility, speed, because you've earned it. It's not magic, it's just math. Visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB10022031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
All the big moments of the 2026 FIFA World Cup were heard live on the free iHeartRadio app.
There's the final whistle. Sports never stop.
The return of the NFL, baseball's second half,
And breaking news always.
Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
Hi, Arizona. This is Joe with Advanced Window Products. Today, we're giving KFYI listeners a deal so good, you'll hear it across the Valley of the Sun. That's right. Today only, Advanced Window Products is having a one-day sale. If you buy 10 or more of our custom-made windows, we're giving you a mind-blowing $3,500 off, our biggest offer ever. You heard that correctly. That's $3,500 in savings off windows that are manufactured right here in Phoenix, specifically for the Phoenix climate. Call us at 480-764-2002. Our windows come with a lifetime warranty, including accidental glass breakage and labor. Now, that's peace of mind. But you must act today. This offer is only valid for a one-day window. You've got until tonight to lock in your savings. You won't hear this commercial tomorrow. Call right now for your free estimate. The number is 480-764-2002. That's 480-764-2002. Or visit our website to get a quote and see the quality for yourself at advancedwindows.com.
Take action for your retirement. Call Golden Crest Metals, 888-447-7857.
We're warming up through the rest of the week with highs today topping out near 104. Mostly clear and 88 tonight, then sunny and 109 tomorrow and 113 for your Friday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Orderly Meds, affordable GLP-1s. OrderlyMeds.com gives you access to GLP-1s from home via telemedicine. Weight loss made simple. Visit OrderlyMeds.com/radio. Individual results may vary. Eligibility required. See site for details.
Tax more so we can live better.
The voices of democracy.
That's been the shtick for the Democrats forever.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. We are streaming live on YouTube at 550 KFYI. The McCain family is back in the news. A few days ago, Cindy McCain came out and announced that they would be endorsing, the family would be endorsing Katie Hobbs for re-election, to be the re-elected governor in the great state of Arizona.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks. The wife of the late Senator John McCain, the great maverick. I guess you could say that this endorsement is kind of mavericky because she's back a Democrat.
I mean, is it at this point? Didn't they also endorse Kamala Harris?
Did they? I think. No. Yeah.
I don't. I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, and so I guess this is the maverick. This is the reaching across the aisle. Whatever. The McCains have been pretty much useless to me for a very long time. Even back, I'm talking about 2008. I voted for him. Ended up getting my assets kicked all on national TV for it. And yeah.
Okay. I apologize.
They didn't. Okay.
Cindy McCain did not formally. We had our crack research team look this up. Did not formally endorse Kamala Harris for president, but she did noticeably endorse Joe Biden in 2020.
Just as bad.
Jimmy McCain, her youngest son, did officially register as a Democrat and endorse Kamala Harris, citing his desire to bring Americans together.
I don't think Meghan McCain went in that direction at all, to be honest with you. But recently, she did comment. This is interesting. She made a comment that was actually, positive. She was complimenting President Trump. President Trump reached out after Lindsey Graham passed away, reached out to the family.
One thing that I have noticed with President Trump is he seems to have, I wouldn't say kinder is maybe too large of a word, but I have had a relationship with Trump in this administration, which is the last thing I ever expected. It's not close. It's mostly through my husband and through channels with him. But he has reached out as recently as a few days ago with Lindsey Graham's passing. I'm shocked by it because I have, given my family history with him. He's been very kind. Basically, probably the first year since he was elected. Is that because of... I have this theory that it's like because he almost was shot himself at Butler, that he faced mortality and it softened him a little bit. Do you think that's the case? Because there really aren't the same kind of tribal rivalries this time around there was the first administration.
I'm going to take a little bit of issue with this. I appreciate the fact that you are acknowledging President Trump's largesse here. That he reached out when Lindsey Graham passed because he knew how close you were or your father was to Lindsey Graham. So that was a decent thing to do. But you're asking whether or not, his assassination attempt is leading to him to be kinder and softer, maybe, but maybe something else. I mean, your father was a senator. He didn't deserve to have, a viewing in the Capitol Rotunda. Your father was just a senator. That's the kind of, attention that presidents are supposed to get. You had President Trump that allowed Air Force One to cart your dad around the country for multiple showings. He didn't have to do that. Why didn't you thank him back then? I don't know that you ever did. Now you're amazed because he called you because Lindsey Graham passed away. He seems to me he's been magnanimous this whole time towards your family.
Did I hear her correctly? Did she say that Donald Trump almost got shot?
Back that up for me, Pablo. I didn't even pay.
I'm pretty sure she said almost.
Let's listen to Meghan McCain again. Meghan McCain, daughter of the late Senator John McCain.
I have this theory that it's because he almost was shot himself.
Okay,
there you go.
He was shot.
Good catch.
In the head, in the ear.
Good catch.
A quarter turn less, and he would probably not be with us. I just want to point it out there.
That was a very good catch. Very good catch. See, it bothers me. Well, thank you for acknowledging that he's been magnanimous towards you, but he allowed for your father to have a presidential burial. And he didn't do it with any venom coming out of his mouth. He said terrible things about your father when he was alive because your father deserved it. But upon his death, he didn't show that. When you made requests, he actually granted it. That's pretty huge. That's bigger than him calling you to offer condolences after the death of your father's good friend, Lindsey Graham.
And what McCain is saying there is not new. I mean, Sharon Osbourne shared a voicemail recording that Donald Trump left when Ozzy Osbourne, and Sharon Osbourne is not a conservative at all.
At all.
If you hear anybody talk about Donald Trump on a personal level, they talk about his genuine sincerity, particularly in times of grief, that he goes out of his way to reach out to people that have passed away to offer condolences to their families.
Here's the deal. It's not that he is softened. He hasn't. He's always been the same. It's because it's now that you never saw it. Now you're maybe starting to see it.
Because they didn't want to see it, because they wanted to continue to propagate the myth that he's a heartless Nazi fascist.
This man has reached out to Jennifer Hudson when her family was murdered. He put her up, the performance singer, in Trump Tower. This is the guy who sent the airplane over to Nelson Mandela when he was released from down. There are hundreds of stories, countless stories of how nice a man Trump is, but you all just bought into the media narrative. And now you begrudgingly try to acknowledge it, and even in acknowledge it, you get the whole assassination attempt wrong. Almost. But he's always been nice. I just wanted to get that out there. The McCain family. Oh, and she's married to Dominique, the commentator. Very, very good commentator.
Yeah. Okay. Can we move on from the McCains now?
I just have to look away. You're just glaring at me.
You know how much it roils my blood every time I go to the John McCain terminal?
To fly out to your different events. This is probably why President Trump put his name on so much stuff, so that so Democrats can feel what you're feeling when you roll through. Oh, last night was a big win. Or I should say, we're in a position for a big win in November. Right after the news, we're going to speak to consultant Constantine Carrard. He's going to be into centering. This is the man who is really in deep with politics here in the great state of Arizona. Stay tuned. You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, and the free iHeartRadio app.
Hi, it's Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier dealer in precious metals. I've said for years that we have the best prices around when buying gold and silver coins and bullion. While we believe everyone should own precious metals, sometimes you may need to sell. If so, keep us in mind. We also pay the most for your gold and silver, even if you didn't buy it from us. So whether buying or selling, we offer immediate delivery and payment. No waiting. We're Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. The insurance company's job is to pay you as little as possible. Our job is to get you every dollar you deserve. Call Lerner & Rowe today and let's make them pay. Call 977-1900.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900. 977-1900.
Sure, it's a garage, but the garage is my laboratory where I can actually go in and work and I can do whatever I want.
That's your neighbor Align talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation.
I walk over to my neighbor's house and I was like, hey, I just cannot find like a flooring company that I just feel good about. And she was like, our neighbor, a good neighbor, he's been in that business for a long time. Maybe you should talk to him. Of course, it's Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is UV resistant and will not yellow. And it's not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Just having the floors tie in with everything, it's perfect. It really is.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways in as little as 1 day. And it comes with a lifetime warranty.
If Galaxy could help me with figuring out how to organize my tools, I think the wife would be also happy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. We are out of this world.
Fresh breath is just a few clicks away. Order Zellman's online today and save 15%. Visit ZELMINS.com and use code SAVE. That's Zellman's.com for fresh confidence delivered. Don't let bad breath ruin the moment. Stay confident and save 15% with code SAVE on Zellman's.com today.
Your neighbor didn't get lucky. There's a reason why they got 6.3% more for their home, and the reason is 72 Sold. 72 Sold, 72-hour home selling program is fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and it delivers higher prices too. It's not the market, it's the method. Want to see what 6.3% more looks like on your home? Go to 72sold.com.
Fix It Frankie, this is Ethel. Yes, my Frankie can fix your air conditioner. Frankie can fix anything. What? Well, how did the cat get inside the condenser coil? It was chasing the raccoon. So is the raccoon still inside with the cat? They're having babies. Oh, dear. But to answer your question, Frankie can be there at 4 o'clock. And to find the air conditioner, just follow the sound of the howling. Okay, bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
Jungle backdrops and sunset dinners. With Norwegian Cruise Line, you don't have to choose. Book your Mexican Riviera cruise at ncl.com.
Hi, I'm Sherry Harris, owner of LifeSource Water. Arizona's desert water is some of the harshest in the country. It's tough on your skin, your hair, and your home. Some people turn to old-fashioned softeners, but there's a better way. With LifeSource, you get clean, conditioned, and healthy water from every tap without salt. Upgrade your water today by calling 1-800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Votes being counted from last night's election. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. Multiple Trump-backed candidates claiming victory in Arizona's primary elections. Fox's Matt Finn reporting.
In the governor's race, Trump and the late Charlie Kirk endorsed Republican Congressman Andy Biggs overwhelmingly won the nomination to take on sitting Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs. Biggs says he's willing to work with Dems. Now, Democratic Governor Hobbs told Fox she also enjoys support from Republicans and independents and doesn't take a single vote for granted. In the competitive District 1 congressional race, Trump endorsed former NFL kicker Jay Feely was nominated for November. In that same race, National Democrats backed Marlene Galan Woods, who's currently in second place against Dr. Amish Shah. The Dem nomination not formally declared in that race just yet.
And Arizona Treasurer Kimberly Yee is currently leading over Tom Horn at 53% of the vote to 47% in the Republican race for Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction. On the Democratic side, Teresa Ruiz has been declared the winner over Brett Newby. That race is heavily centered on the state school voucher program. The House has passed a short-term bill that would put off debate over government funding until after the November elections. A continuing resolution was passed yesterday that would keep the government funded until early December. The bill comes just days before lawmakers are set to leave Washington for the August recess. A look at your money. The Dow is up 83 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Watch for a crash now on I-10 headed westbound. This is going to be near Riggs Road, but it looks like activity is all off right there. You've got a collision, Williams Field at Signal Butte in Mesa, and watch for a wreck, Bethany Home Road right around 16th Street. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line. It's 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
You're close to your journey's end. You're winning half the battle, and then it happens. A rattle. You got this. Just head on over to any Brake Masters stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters. We give you an honest break.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Crystal Ortiz.
Today, our forecast high temperature climbing to 106 degrees. Just an isolated chance of a passing shower or storm late day and into tonight. Otherwise, we're looking humid and mostly sunny this afternoon. A forecast low of 89 degrees.
Right now, it's 88 in Phoenix. Your next news at 8:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword check at KFYI.com. That's check at KFYI.com.
The smoke is cleared, the winners are celebrating, and the man who helped engineer many of last night's wins is in the center ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
The primaries are over, the campaign signs are coming down, but the real fight is just beginning. Now, if you want to spin, there's other places you can go, but if you want to know what really happened behind the scenes and what the numbers are telling us, there's only one guy to ask. And that guy is in the center ring. Constantine Carrard is a consultant here in the great state of Arizona. And Constantine, you had a lot of clients on that ballot last night. What was the biggest surprise?
Hey, good morning, man. Yeah, it's time to, if you lost your race, take your signs down, please. Clear the landscape.
We established that.
Because then they can have all those propositions and initiatives popping theirs up. So we need the rebar, get them down. On the Republican side, I didn't see too many big surprises. Obviously, everybody knew that Biggs was going to win. I think the margin was probably even maybe 8 or 10 points higher than estimates. Polling, kind of late-breaking polling, showed that Peterson was doing well, Cawthon was doing well. The CorpCom race is still pretty close. I don't think they've called that yet, but Ralph Heap was up in second place this morning, and that is, I don't know if it's a surprise, but you had Myers and Thompson that were running as a team, and so it's kind of unusual when one member of the team, it's an office nobody really knows. Nobody knows who their corporation commissioners are, so it's kind of weird when one person on the team does so much better than a second. So that sort of stuff was unusual, but I think the biggest surprise probably is on the Dem side where Shaw beats Galen Woods in CD1, because the Democrat national machine had really leaned in heavily for Galen Woods, and that's the seat that Schweikert's leaving, and Shaw put a whooping on her, and there are a lot of folks who are running away from it today, like, no, that wasn't my idea. I didn't say we should get involved. So that's one to watch.
When you look at the Democrat side of the aisle, I mean, people are concerned, and rightly so, the socialist surge across the country. But in Arizona last night, at least on the congressional level, there seems to be a little bit of pushback against that.
A little bit. Now, it's always interesting because the Democrat excuse in CD1 was that they thought Woods was somehow more moderate and would present better in a general election. So you could argue that Shaw being, the national Democrats thinking that Shaw was more liberal or too liberal to win that swing district would suggest that the left surge is still there. I know there were a lot of legislative primaries where liberal, sort of more hard left Democrats did prevail and knock out some Democrat incumbents. So not quite on the order of what we saw in New York and some other places where just, full-on socialists were just routing, regular Democrats. But the Democrat Party definitely moved to the left last night. Not a huge step because they were pretty far over there already, but they did take like another solid step left.
Looking at the Republican ticket we've assembled, Biggs, Peterson, Collin, Kimberly Yee, and the rest, does this force Democrats like Katie Hobbs, Chris Mays, Adrian Fontes to run away from the progressive records and try to sound more moderate, or embrace their socialist wave even more?
Oh, no, they'll run from it, and they always have. This is still a nominally red state. If you nominate the wrong Republicans, they will elect Democrats, but they don't want to. They want to elect Republicans. And so, Katie Hobbs, everybody gets to pick their lieutenant governors next. I wouldn't be surprised to see her go for someone like a John Giles or someone and be like, look, he's a Republican. And Republicans know he's not, but that would be sort of part of the cover story. So they will moderate. They will try to represent the Republicans as being extreme. That's not the case. Obviously, they have governed now. 4 years ago, they could say, well, I will be a moderate. But after 4 years of Katie Hobbs, she's obviously not. 4 years of Chris May, she's obviously not. These are activist level, socialist policies. So the media will cover to a certain degree. Republicans have to go out and make that case. Point to the hundreds of vetoes. I mean, Katie Hobbs has vetoed a lot of really good stuff. And then when she's forced to sign it, she'll take credit for it like she just did a great thing. And you're like, well, then why'd you veto it 3 times before we made you sign it? So that's the game they play. Republicans just have to do a good job of educating voters.
We have Constantine Carrard in the center ring. He is a political consultant here in Arizona. If you're advising Republicans today, what's the biggest mistake they need to avoid between now and Election Day?
It's a great question. The Democrats are going to try to make everything about Trump because they've been doing that for 6 years, and they almost don't know how not to do that. Republicans need to be talking about the things that people really care about. I think most voters do appreciate the difference between your state legislature and Congress. They know the difference between the governor and the president. Republicans over the last several years have made real efforts to do things that help people, bring down prices, cut taxes, get rid of the gas tax, get rid of taxes on tips, on overtimes. These are things that, Democrats voted lockstep against, that Katie Hobbs would veto. So you have to make the point that, we're sort of government that's closer to you than the federal government. We're the government that kind of impacts your life on a more regular basis. And we are doing the right things. We're doing good things. You may be mad at Congress, but that's a whole different animal. So we need to stay local. We need to make sure we're talking to people about the issues that they care about. If Democrats want to try to nationalize a race for state house in Tucson, well, let them try. But talk about Tucson issues to those voters.
Constantine Carrara, we thank you very much for giving us a little insight here. And, of course, we'll be talking to you much more over the next few months. Constantine Carrara, political consultant. The latest CNN polls put Democrats on shaky ground, and they're starting to feel it. You also have some of their consultants that are outright freaking out with what they're coming up against because of who's being elected, across the board.
Have you seen their candidates lately? They almost elected a Nazi, and then one of the replacements that they tried to pick believes that he menstruates out of his butthole.
Every opportunity you get.
Yeah, never forget. These are the people that the Democrats are embracing.
We're going to talk about the polls and talk about more reasons why they're freaking out, the Democrats, coming up next. History teaches us one thing. Wars are inflationary. Why? Because wars are expensive. Governments borrow more, spend more, and often create more money to pay the bills. After the Federal Reserve was created, America financed World War I, and consumer prices even doubled. The Vietnam War brought years of stubborn inflation that Americans still felt every day. And it isn't just government spending. Wars drive up the cost of energy, disrupt supply chains, and send the prices of everyday goods even higher. That's why it makes sense to move some of your wealth out of paper money and into real money, gold and silver. No one knows exactly what comes next in a world at war. But throughout history, gold and silver have remained trusted sources of value when economies are under pressure. Visit my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange, where you can walk out the door with your gold and silver the very same day. Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. Call 602-682-GOLD or visit rmegold.com.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
I-10 westbound near Riggs Road dealing with a crash. Looks like it's off right. Then a collision on the 202 Red Mountain Freeway. This is westbound near Scottsdale Road. Looks like that one is off right as well. A collision downtown Jefferson at 22nd Street and a wreck on McKellips right around Val Vista. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Never wait to see your family doctor again. And My Doctor Now, you don't need to take time off work or even schedule ahead. Open 7 days a week. It's your family doctor. Available same day, every day, guaranteed. Go to My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
The great American people.
People are so nice here.
I want to move there.
Celebrating American greatness.
Best thing to ever happen to me.
Every day.
You have no idea what you've got and how lucky you are.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 602-855-9542 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 602-855-9542 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 602-855-9542 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinic treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 602-855-9542.
Hi, Arizona. This is Joe with Advanced Window Products. Today, we're giving KFYI listeners a deal so good, you'll hear it across the Valley of the Sun. That's right. Today only, Advanced Window Products is having a one-day sale. If you buy 10 or more of our custom-made windows, we're giving you a mind-blowing $3,500 off, our biggest offer ever. You heard that correctly. That's $3,500 in savings off windows that are manufactured right here in Phoenix, specifically for the Phoenix climate. Call us at 480-764 764-2002. Our windows come with a lifetime warranty, including accidental glass breakage and labor. Now, that's peace of mind. But you must act today. This offer is only valid for a one-day window. You've got until tonight to lock in your savings. You won't hear this commercial tomorrow. Call right now for your free estimate. The number is 480-764-2002. That's 480-764-2002. Or visit our website to get a quote and see the quality for yourself at advancedwindows.com.
If you run a business, you know how hard it is to get your customers' attention. Yet 85% of consumers say radio is the last thing they hear before shopping. Let iHeartRadio help you reach your next customer today at iHeartAdvertising.com.
If you've been frustrated with hearing loss, Hear.com is changing everything with their new Horizon IX hearing aids. They're so small they practically disappear, but the difference is huge. German engineered, medical grade, rechargeable, Bluetooth enabled, and built with dual processing technology for crystal clear speech understanding, even in noisy places. Customers call the experience night and day, and you can try them with a 45-day no-risk trial. Go to Hear.com or call 844-HEAR-300. That's 844-432-7300 to get started today.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Geico Roofing is one of the Valley's largest and most trusted roofing companies, offering free roof checkups. Go to GeicoRoofing.com.
If you're a fan of having zero access to your equity, paying 2 to 3 times more for your house, and being trapped in 3 decades of debt, then you probably love your traditional mortgage. But hey, at least the rate's fixed. If you think that sounds insane, then you should check out a Life Changer loan, where you pay principal first, keep 24/7 access to your equity, and pay off in just a few short years. It's not magic. It's just math. So visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com. Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
If you've been thinking about getting your carpets professionally cleaned, now is the time. Zero Res is celebrating America's 250th birthday with huge savings all month long. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at just $129. Plus, a free hallway and $100 off your air ducts. Whether you're hosting summer parties or need help with the cleanup, Zero Res has you covered. Celebrate America's birthday with a cleaner, healthier home. Call or book the KFYI specials online at ZeroResPhoenix.com.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
We're warming up through the rest of the week with highs today topping out near 104. Mostly clear and 88 tonight, then sunny and 109 tomorrow and 113 for your Friday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Kaiko Pest Prevention.
Pests don't wait. Kaiko Pest Prevention has protected the Valley for 26 years with no contract service for homes and businesses. They offer termite inspections, treatments, and a proven scorpion prevention system. Visit KaikoPestPrevention.com.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations, all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio. Want more of the Conservative Circus? Follow the show on Facebook at James T. Harris Media.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, streaming live on YouTube at 550 KFYI. CNN has their posters out. And they're looking at party approval, Trump's own party approval compared to presidents in the past at this point in time before the midterm elections of their administration.
So how Republicans view Donald Trump as we enter in the midterms, approximately 2 years into his second term.
As opposed to how Democrats viewed Barack Obama and how Republicans viewed W.
Or how Republicans viewed Donald Trump in the midterm of his first term. Because he was president
Yes.
for 45.
Yes, I was wondering if they did two-term presidents or how that worked out. Listen, we'll just let the poll.
Presidential polling
Right.
at the midterm amongst voters who are of the same party.
21st century own party approval rating about at this point in the second term. We got Trump, we got Obama, we got Bush. Look, they're all fairly popular, but the one who is the most popular, and we have seen this time in and time out, no matter when you look, is Donald John Trump. He's the only one who's over 80%. 83% of Republicans still approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing as president. He still has that magic touch. We'll see if it carries over to South Carolina, but we've seen it in primaries this year, Senate primaries, and that's because he is still a very popular man, historically popular when it comes to his own party liking and approving of the job that he's doing. So it was.
Imagine if the Senate would actually get on board with the MAGA agenda and pass the SAVE Act, how that popularity would happen.
It is amazing, isn't it? It's amazing that whenever we get an opportunity like this, we always pause and we look back on what could have been because of what the Republican Party, how they're responding to leadership. And of course, I won't rehash this, but I just will never get over John Boehner, Speaker Boehner back at the time. I'll never get over Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, especially Paul Ryan, who was Speaker of the House when President Trump was elected in 2016, and how they did absolutely nothing to push back against the Democrats that were undercutting his administration. We know what that is now, Crossfire Hurricane. We know the Mueller report, Russia, was all meant to stall the presidency. Isn't it amazing, though? President Trump's numbers, his party approval numbers, are the highest of all of the presidents at this point in his administration.
Put this into context, too, because how long since Donald Trump's been on the scene have we heard about a war within the Republican Party, a battle for the soul of the Republicans?
Mm-hmm.
There's no war. There is the MAGA coalition. I mean, you could call it a takeover of the Republican Party, or I would say what we finally got is leadership in the Republican Party at the top that reflects the views of people that have been voting for Republicans for a long time. The battle and the dissension comes within the Democrat Party.
Absolutely. You have some Democrats out there that are trying to say that the MAGA movement or that the socialist wave is the alter MAGA movement. This is the Democrats' response to it. No, it's not. No, it's not. But even if you want to go with that, go ahead. The MAGA Republicans, if you will, the conservatives, we didn't try to take over the party. We're just trying to direct the policies.
The MAGA movement has been there all along. It was Donald Trump who came in and had the foresight to go, hey, these are actually the policies that the conservative voting bloc want. And we're going to do it. We were like, yes, finally.
Yes.
I don't have to pick between John McCain or Mitt Romney or some knucklehead named Bush. We're going to, actually have border laws and enforce them?
Incredible. It took a non-established Republican, if you will, a populist, if you will, to actually put the Republican conservative agenda into play, to actually execute on it. Wow. And now that that's happening, the left doesn't know what to do. The media doesn't know what to do because the president is more popular than any president they've ever put up to. What do we do about it? Well, you freak out. If you're Chuck Todd, you freak out.
I look at the Senate map for Democrats and it's so daunting. I mean, if Republicans just come home a little bit, they can't win Texas. If Republicans come home in a moderate way, they can't win Iowa. And if Republicans come home completely, they can't win Ohio either, right? They are really, when your strategy is counting on other people not voting, and ultimately Texas is counting on people not voting.
This is Chuck Todd, formerly of Meet the Press. Please, Republicans, please don't go out and vote. Please, please.
Well, you know what they were doing before. Their whole strategy has been racist, fascist, Nazi. And surprisingly, the people that believe what Donald Trump believes were like, yeah, I'm just going to be racist, fascist, Nazi harder. And you attack the guy, and then you attack the supporters of the guy on baseless claims, and then you wonder why his support goes up. Because,
exactly.
You know what? Like, we're defending our guy.
We're defending our guy. We've learned to defend him. First of all, we don't believe all this stuff, but even if it's true, so what? He's our guy. We put him there. We're going to defend him.
And by the way, we look across the aisle and go,
Nazis!
What's the opposition? And we go, oh yeah, it's transgendered
Nazis.
People that spew racial hatred constantly. Oh,
transgender Nazis.
Yeah, I'm with this guy. I'm with the normal guy. I'm with the guy that loves America. I'm with the guy that has motorcycle flips on the White House lawn and the biggest fireworks show I've ever heard. Seen.
Absolutely correct, 100%. I hate transgender
and eats
Nazis.
McDonald's.
Well. Chris Salissa, that he is a Democrat pollster. Here's what he had to say.
Well, I'm just saying, if you look at the map, right, it's like, okay, Maine, fine. I can see that. North Carolina, in a year like this, fine. Cooper's a better candidate. Trump won by 3, didn't win by a lot. But then, every one of those other states, Trump won by double digits. He didn't just win. He won by double digits.
No, you have
that's a hard road.
When you look at the redistricting that's going on, you know, the Supreme Court changing the whole gerrymandering, the Democrats are in big, big trouble. And Senator Seth Moulton, he admitted on air the Democrats only care about one thing, and it's destroying them. We'll talk about that coming up next. Business owners know the feeling. You're juggling payroll, employees, vendors, compliance, growth, and somewhere buried in all the middle of that is insurance paperwork that nobody has time to read. Policies stacked everywhere, different brokers, different logins, different answers depending on who you call. That's why more growing businesses are checking out SuperSure. If your company has more than 25 employees, SuperSure gives you one super agent who can help manage your business insurance and employee benefits year-round, not just at renewal. And this is huge. They've got a fine print fax tool that translates complicated policy language into plain English so you can better understand what your coverage includes. Plus, everything lives in one place. Policies, documents, and benefit information organized and accessible when you need it. And their business value calculator can even help estimate what your business may be worth so you can take a closer look at what you are protecting. Go see why businesses are moving beyond the old broker model. Visit supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs is the projected winner of the Republican primary for Arizona governor. Biggs defeated 8-term Congressman David Schweikert. He'll take on Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs in November. An Arizona Cardinals executive is being suspended by the NFL. ESPN reports college scouting director Ryan Gold has been suspended while the Arizona Department of Gaming investigates the alleged sharing of insider information. Gold is accused of giving a better details of the team's plans during the NFL draft. Tropical storm Bertha is moving towards the Louisiana coast with sustained winds of over 50 miles per hour. A tropical storm warning is in effect from the Florida Panhandle to Morgan City, Louisiana. Bertha is expected to dump 1 to 4 inches of rain along the coast from northern Florida to southern Texas. 2 men who witnessed the deadly ICE shooting of Lorenzo Salgado Araujo in Houston are claiming that the federal agents rammed their van before pulling the trigger. That's according to statements filed in federal court. That contradicts the statement made by Homeland Security, which suggests that Salgado weaponized the van when he attempted to run the agents over. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Watch for a crash on the 202 Red Mountain Freeway headed westbound near Scottsdale Road. Looks like the right lane is impacted in that one. Also, I-10 westbound near Riggs Road. You've got a collision off-right. A wreck Dobson at Warner, and watch for crash activity Jefferson at 22nd Street. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Ace Cooling Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for a free estimate, or visit them online at acehomeaz.com.
Gas prices, these grocery prices, the cost of living, inflation,
escape,
get away.
Oh, wait. Your inflation vacation is booked with $1,000. Chances to win every weekday.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000. Powered by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe today, 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Shows, meals, drinks, even a roller coaster ride. All-inclusive two-night stay at Luxor or Excalibur, starting at $330 for two. Visit MGMResorts.com.
Joint pain is miserable when you're the one living with it, but I'll bet you're not the only one paying the price. Maybe it's your spouse, your kids, your grandkids, your friends. They see it. They see what you don't say out loud. They notice you've stopped taking walks, stopped playing golf, stopped getting down on the floor with the grandkids. It's July. The days are long. The weather's hot, but it's still the time to move, to laugh, to make memories. At QC Kinetics, people are breaking free from that cycle of pain every day. Whether it's knees, hips, shoulders, or back pain, their regenerative treatments help your body do what it was designed to do. Heal naturally. No surgery, no long recovery, no putting your life on hold. QC Kinetics hears it all the time, not just from patients, but from the people who love them. He's back. She's herself again. If that sounds like you or someone you love, find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers a free consultation to see if you're a candidate. Call now. Clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN.
Well, it's official. My friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data. And because they're my friends, they trust me. As for the rest of you, well, Pure Talk understands that even though you might like me, you're not just going to take my word for it, nor should you. For that reason, and for a very limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited plan that normally sells for $65 a month. Think of it like a test drive, a super simple way to save $150 while you kick the tires on Pure Talk's blazing fast network, and a fine way to see for yourself why I switched from big wireless, along with a few 100,000 of my closest friends. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and be connected to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. Again, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
You've thought about moving some of your IRA into gold. Most people have. Here's what stops them. They think it's complicated. It's not. Golden Crest Metals moves existing IRA and 401k money into physical gold and silver every day. Tax and penalty free. Featured on Fox Business and CNBC. Plus, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857. That's 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
This is Bill from Bill's Pest and Termite. I believe man-made global warming is a real thing. All the hot air coming from the left is causing the rains in the valley. And termites love that. Our specialty is properly identifying the invading species and then using the correct measures to eradicate the termites. This is why we have the best customer reviews and why other pest control companies recommend us. Contact us at billstermiteco.com.
Hi, Arizona. This is Joe with Advanced Window Products. Today, we're giving KFYI listeners a deal so good, you'll hear it across the Valley of the Sun. That's right. Today only, Advanced Window Products is having a one-day sale. If you buy 10 or more of our custom-made windows, we're giving you a mind-blowing $3,500 off, our biggest offer ever. You heard that correctly. That's $3,500 in savings off windows that are manufactured right here in Phoenix, specifically for the Phoenix climate. Call us at 480-764-2002. Our windows come with a lifetime warranty, including accidental glass breakage and labor. Now, that's peace of mind. But you must act today. This offer is only valid for a one-day window. You've got until tonight to lock in your savings. You won't hear this commercial tomorrow. Call right now for your free estimate. The number is 480-764-2002. That's 480-764-2002. Or visit our website to get a quote and see the quality for yourself at advancedwindows.com.
550 KFYI. Stay informed. Stay ahead. Guaranteed Human.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. Also streaming live on 550 KFYI. Man, I really do love the bumper music we put together that I picked out for the show.
You didn't pick any of it out. And we're streaming live on YouTube.
What did I say?
You forgot the actual website.
What did I say again?
The handle.
Oh, YouTube. Oh, yeah. 550 KFYI.
Right. YouTube.com.
I was just taken away by the song that I had chose. There was just.
Oh, yeah. That Candy Stanton song that I heard watching a movie. And I was like, I bet that would be really good as one of our bumper songs. So I put it in the bumper rotation.
Who did that? Candy who?
Candy Stanton, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I actually have a new crop of songs I need to work into the rotation. Yeah,
they're always so good.
No, I just, as I hear things and pick up on things, there's a certain style and a flavor of song that we, that we like to,
Back in the day, you used to bring me in and just sort of push the button. Oh yeah, and depending on how I would, I know
what you're looking for.
That's right.
And I know what I like, and frankly, I know we get a lot of people that comment on, the bumper music, that we have the best bumper music.
That's why I just took credit for it.
Not that people listen to the show particularly for the bumper music, but it's a nice little touch.
Yes, an enhancement. Mm-hmm. Enhancement.
I can always tell the people that are in tune musically when they comment and when they go, hey, you guys play this artist a lot. He's coming in concert, and Scott, there's an artist we play a lot of bumper songs for named J.J. Gray, who I really like, and he comes to the town about every year or two.
Of course, I had to bring in my own Mel Torme and Luther Vandross.
You did bring in the Luther. You did bring in the Luther because I was like, okay, whatever. He's fine.
Democrats, things are so bad that they're like bleeding out right on television, bleeding out right on MSNBC.
I'm going to have to make a joke now, right?
No.
They're bleeding out like the guy in Maine who believes he menstruates
out of
his booty hole.
Right. True story. Facts. That's facts.
I mean, it's on the debate. I mean, he claims that he's a woman but doesn't have a uterus but still menstruates.
He believes he does. He actually believes that he does.
Right.
Actually, I think that he's eating beets, but the other theories are out there.
I think he's eating some of that tainted lettuce, and it just has gotten a little raw down there. But
here is Seth Moulton on MS Now saying that Democrats are only focused on one thing, and it's killing them.
There are a lot of people in America who feel that the Democratic Party is out of touch. We can't be honest about what's going on, with immigration. We don't have a plan for immigration. We're not able to say what actually Democrats should do to fix the problem. All we are is opposition to Trump. Under Biden, we said inflation is not really a big deal. It's transitory. It's going to go away. And then the whole party said, hey, don't worry. Everything's great. Joe is awesome. He can run for re-election. So the point is we have this history of kind of just like washing over problems and not addressing real concerns that voters have. We got to make sure we don't do that.
Okay, but we've got to make sure. Do you think you're doing that now? Because look no further than a state just north of you, Maine, where I kind of feel like that happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think that's honest. I mean, to be honest, it's a problem. It's still a problem.
It's a problem. To be honest, it's a problem. It's still a problem. Look at Maine. Trump. The guy he got a Nazi tattoo, and he's over here abusing women, sexually assaulting women. But he hates Trump, so he's my man. Didn't Senator Warren say that? Spreading bull. He's my man. They've got a problem. Trump derangement syndrome. And so far, Senator Seth Moulton, this is the closest I've seen to somebody really admitting that I have a problem. What do they do in Alcohol Anonymous? They have to first admit, the steps.
Oh, the 12 steps, right? Yeah. Right. Admit to a higher power, that kind of thing, and then.
But see, then the Democrats don't believe in a higher power. So what are they going to do? Well, they're stuck. Coming up next, the gals on The View. The gals on The View claim that no U.S. election has ever been stolen.
Ever?
Ever.
Huh.
No election has ever been stolen. Is that true?
Well, I mean, the Rutherford B. Hayes presidency comes to mind. That wasn't stolen as much as colluded.
Wasn't the Nixon-Kennedy stolen?
There was some debates there, yeah. And then there's 2020.
We'll talk about it coming up next. I bought a lot of things over the years that made life a little easier. I got to tell you, it's been going around and around for quite some time. But the biggest thing that has helped me out is taking my wife to get a refractive lens exchange at K2 Vision. I put that right there at the very top of the list. She's constantly saying, look at this. She'll read a tiny label across the counter of a text with message without hunting for readers. And the readers, they're sitting in a drawer collecting dust. If you wear glasses or contacts and now readers have become part of your daily routine, you owe it to yourself to learn about K2 Vision RLE. It's a permanent solution that can eliminate glasses, contacts, and readers. And there's another incredible benefit. After RLE, you will never develop cataracts. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed over 150,000 procedures, and they know exactly when this procedure is the right choice. Find out if it's right for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Watch for a crash on the 202 Red Mountain Freeway headed westbound near Scottsdale Road. Looks like the right lane is impacted in that one. Also, I-10 westbound near Riggs Road. You've got a collision off right. A wreck Dobson at Warner. And watch for crash activity Jefferson at 22nd Street. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day, but Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
Glenn Beck. You know we've been fighting every single day. We push back against the lies, the censorship, the nonsense of the mainstream media.
Tonight at 7, make 550 KFYI a preset on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Homeowners, if you're ready to move, found the perfect home, but can't buy until you sell, you're not alone. Hey, it's James T., and I'm here with my realtor, Carol Royce, your home sold guaranteed realty. Carol, you've solved this dilemma, right?
Yes, James. This is a big challenge homeowners face. I just helped a family here in the Valley who found a home they loved, but they were stuck in that exact situation. With our Buy Before You Sell program, I was able to unlock their equity up front, which allowed them to go out and buy their next home first with a strong, non-contingent offer. They got the home, moved in on their timeline, and then we sold their original home the right way and for top dollar.
That's huge. So they didn't have to rush selling first or risk losing their dream home?
Exactly. They bought with confidence and sold for the most money.
If you're thinking about moving, do what I did. Call Carol Royce or visit CarolHasTheBuyers.com. That's CarolHasTheBuyers.com and tell her James T. sent you.
Fresh breath is just a few clicks away. Order Zellman's online today and save 15%. Visit ZELMINS.com and use code SAVE. That's Zellmans.com for fresh confidence delivered. Don't let bad breath ruin the moment. Stay confident and save 15% with code SAVE on Zellmans.com today.
Make your retirement dreams a reality with Bright Wealth Management. Call us now at 833-777-4296 or brightwm.com for a free portfolio review. Listen to the Bright Wealth Management Show, Saturdays at 2, Sundays at noon on 550 KFYI.
Make this the year you get active and healthy. Visit the Good Feet store. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Did you know the 30-year fixed mortgage was born during the Great Depression? So why are homeowners still using a Depression-era loan to build wealth in the 21st century? The Life Changer loan allows homeowners to put their money to work, reduce interest costs, accelerate principal reduction, and maintain 24/7 access to their equity and pay off in just a few short years, not decades. It's not magic. It's just math. So visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
Our valley's unique climate means your trees, plants, shrubs, and gardens need special care. Nobody knows better the TLC they require than Brian Whitfield. Listen to the Whitfield Garden Show, now on Saturdays, 7 to 9 a.m. on 550 KFYI.
Want up to $25,000 in free silver? When you make a qualifying purchase through Golden Crest Metals, you can receive up to $25,000 in real silver added to your account. Call 888-447-7857 now for your free information kit. That's 888-447-7857. Again, call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
Hurt in a crash? Don't deal with the insurance companies alone. Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James. They fight for the money you deserve, and you pay nothing unless they win. Call now, 800-9-MILLION, or visit sweetjames.com.
We're warming up through the rest of the week with highs today topping out near 104. Mostly clear and 88 tonight, then sunny and 109 tomorrow and 113 for your Friday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by CumminsRecall.com.
Attention Ram owners. Complete Recall 67A. Get $500 and a chance to win a getaway to Miami for two to see the final race of the season. Plus, meet Brendan Butterbean Queen. Learn more and schedule at CumminsRecall.com.
Keeping you informed and up to date now more than ever.
I like knowing what's happening in the world.
550 KFYI on the free iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, streaming live on YouTube at 550 KFYI. The gals on The View, they're very concerned about the midterm elections as well. They believe that President Trump, the Trump administration, are positioning themselves to steal the midterm elections.
Huh?
Steal the midterm elections.
What, did we all of a sudden allow millions of illegal aliens to come into the country, register them as Republicans, and allow them to vote?
No, they didn't. They didn't mention that.
Oh,
yeah. They're actually concerned about 2020, the 2020 election. They're upset that President Trump is
where millions
that
of illegals streamed into the country, and then we allowed everybody to vote by mail, and then people could just go ballot harvest and pick up hundreds of ballots and drop them off at a centralized location.
They want you to know
largely in Democratic neighborhoods.
They want you to know that those elections were safe and secure.
Okay.
Those were safe and secure.
Oh.
But you need to understand that actually, until Trump, there's been no election that has ever been stolen in American history.
States administer elections. They're still done at the state level. Attorneys general and states governors are getting ready for any kind of, things and shenanigans that might happen. We have to show up and we have to trust our elections and our local ones.
For the 10,000 years that I've been on this planet, this has never come up before. Does anyone remember?
There's no real evidence of election fraud. It's like it's 0.0.
Just stop. Joy, I'm sorry. I don't ever need to listen to anything you ever say ever ever again, because as we pointed out when it happened and earlier this week, you said that Jesus never said he was the Messiah. So anything that comes out of your mouth from this point on, like,
that's Joy. I understand.
Now we got the rest of these people.
Disqualify Joy Behar rightfully so on that. But then here is Sunny Hostin.
Does anyone remember?
There's no real evidence of election fraud. It's like it's 0.0003% of election fraud. So it just doesn't exist. It's a non-issue.
Basically.
And you're right. It's not something that's ever come up before.
Should we disqualify Sunny Hostin because she tried to use her name and her position as a former federal prosecutor to get her son off the hook, to get her son
Harvard-educated son
teaching geometry to fourth graders to remove that arrest from his record?
He's just a boy who made a mistake. No one is above my law except for my Harvard-educated teacher son. See, you could disqualify her for that, but I was going to be more topical, more newsworthy, James. I mean, they said this yesterday on The View. It is interesting that one of the news headlines that are out there this morning is that the New Jersey governor had to admit that there were over 4,000 illegal aliens registered to vote in the state of New Jersey.
Isn't that amazing? Didn't they blame that on a clerical error or some type of
they said
something at the DMV?
Yeah, here's what she said. She basically said that these illegal aliens went to get a driver's license at the DMV, which is a whole other issue that we don't have time to get into. Checked the box that said, I do not want to vote, or whatever that translates into in Spanish. And then, but the machine misread it, or the AI took over and just said, Jose actually wants to vote, and we have him registered. But don't worry, James.
They're going to fix
because none of those people actually voted, or like only a couple hundred of them actually voted. They had good in their heart.
I see. Nobody took advantage of the system, is what you're telling me.
I also would like to point out that the New Jersey governor, and one of the other representatives, they only won their vote races by a couple thousand votes.
Thank you very much. It was
kind of like how
that New Jersey and Spanberger, weren't they roommates in college or something like that? They both won, right?
Right. We should also point out, by the way, because we hear like, it's only a certain small infinitesimal fraction of a percentage. A.G. Mays is the attorney general in Arizona. I believe she won the race by 280 votes.
Less than that against Abe Hamadeh.
280 votes.
Thank you very much for reminding us of that as well. As we heard earlier from someone on MS Now, how important it is to have Attorney General's office, the Secretary of State office, and the governor's office, in Democrat hands.
The number of acceptable illegal aliens that should be registered to vote is zero. But isn't it funny? The gals on The View said, you know what? All of these elections, there's no election here. Every election has been on the up and up. The claims that elections have been stolen is absolutely ridiculous. If that is the case, why is it back in 2016 we have Hakeem Jeffries saying this?
Russia interfered with our election, attacked our democracy for the sole purpose of artificially placing someone at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. They were successful.
But that was then.
Russia. I can give you 2 or 3 minutes of Democrats saying that back in 2016. That was then.
That was 10 years ago. You don't need to worry about what we said 10 years ago.
Right.
The now is all that matters.
Right. Well, right now, you've got Mayor Mamdani in New York having to do the backtrack shuffle.
Well, he's a good dancer.
He is a very good dancer.
Is that like the moonwalk? But with those little Iranian pointy shoes, since he's an Islamicist, like the Iron Sheik used to wear to the ring?
I could actually see that. That was a very good picture you just drew. Yeah, kind of like that.
With his rap music playing in the background.
And I didn't know if you knew this, but Mamdani's chief of staff has an AZ connection. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Oh, boy.
I'm going to explain all of this to you right after the news. You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, and the free iHeartRadio app.
We hope you're not counting on Social Security for retirement. It's Jim Clark. The Social Security trustees report they'll run out of money in 2032. Jeffrey Gundlach, the bond king, says that's overly optimistic, saying they'll run out by 2029. That's only 3 years away. Things like inflation and debt are compounding the problem, but they're bullish for gold and silver, which should be in your retirement plan anyway. See us, Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 602-855-9542 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 602-855-9542 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 602-855-9542 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinic treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 602-855-9542.
Fix It Frankie, this is Ethel. Yes, my Frankie can fix your air conditioner. Frankie can fix anything. What? Well, how did the cat get inside the condenser coil? It was chasing the raccoon. So is the raccoon still inside with the cat? They're having babies. Oh, dear. But to answer your question, Frankie can be there at 4 o'clock. And to find the air conditioner, just follow the sound of the howling. Okay, bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Biggs will face Hobbs in November. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs has won the GOP primary for governor, defeating Congressman David Schweikert. Biggs is now going to face off in the general election against Hobbs, who narrowly defeated then GOP nominee Kari Lake 4 years ago. And Jay Feely is the projected winner of the Republican primary for Arizona's 1st congressional district. He spoke to supporters last night on why he decided to run.
It is a desire to leave this country better for our children and our grandchildren. That's it in its core. You know, what we're doing is fighting for the future of this country. I truly believe that.
The former Arizona Cardinals kicker was endorsed by President Trump. He's looking to replace Republican Congressman David Schweikert, who vacated his seat to run for Arizona governor. President Trump is issuing a new warning to Iran, writing on Truth Social that if Iran shoots a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. will respond by bombing one bridge or power plant. Garrett Haake reports it comes as the U.S. launched strikes on Iran for an 11th straight day.
American forces pounding targets in Iran again overnight as the conflict appears to be swinging back towards full-scale war. The president now saying U.S. strikes against the Iranian regime he has repeatedly declared defeated are far from over.
The latest strikes targeted military operations centers, aircraft hangars, and drone storage facilities. A look at your money. The Dow is up 137 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Watch for a wreck on the 202 Red Mountain Freeway. This is headed westbound near Scottsdale Road. Looks like they're off on the right shoulder. Injury accident in Chandler, intersection of Dobson and Warner. And watch for a collision in Mesa. It's going to be Williams Field right around Signal Butte. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line. It's 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Never wait to see your family doctor again. And My Doctor Now, you don't need to take time off work or even schedule ahead. Open 7 days a week. It's your family doctor. Available same day, every day, guaranteed. Go to My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Crystal Ortiz.
Today, our forecast high temperature climbing to 106 degrees. Just an isolated chance of a passing shower or storm late day and into tonight. Otherwise, we're looking humid and mostly sunny this afternoon. A forecast low of 89 degrees.
Right now, it's 90 in Phoenix. Your next news at 9:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword GREEN at KFYI.com. That's green at KFYI.com.
Remember that time when Zoran Mondani said he was going to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu if he came to New York? Well...
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
It's been kind of an amazing ride for the socialist mayor of New York City. He campaigned on arresting Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel.
He also
for
ran
war crimes.
He also ran on making rent cheaper, and rent said New York just hit an all-time high. So.
Free buses.
Yeah, they're not free. They raised the price.
Yes, yeah. All of these socialist promises are falling by the wayside months into his first administration.
Yeah, he hasn't been mayor for a year yet.
Right.
It's all...
just been backfiring. But this is the big one. Of course, Zoran Mondani is pro-Palestine. He ran on that was part of his ticket. And, of course, all of the Palestinians despise Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel. And he promised that if Benjamin Netanyahu ever came to New York City, he would arrest him for crimes against humanity. Well, that didn't go over very well. President Trump actually put out a post. He said that's not going to happen outside of your jurisdiction. Sorry, Junior. Well, he didn't say sorry, Junior, but yeah. So now the Benjamin Netanyahu is coming to New York. He is, I believe, going over to the UN. You had all of those little socialists getting all excited because Zoran said they're going to arrest him. Yeah, Zoran said he's going to arrest him. Benjamin Netanyahu, you're about to face justice. Except Zoran Mondani came out and did a speech yesterday explaining how Benjamin Netanyahu has committed crimes against humanity. And that the state of Israel just has wiped out women and children, starving children, that it is a genocide. But unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. Maybe we can get our government to do something about it, but I can't do anything about it.
It is clear that we do not have the independent legal authority to enforce this warrant. The federal government, however, does. And I call on them to join the ICC and execute this warrant. And I want to be equally clear. Benjamin Netanyahu is not welcome in New York City, nor is any other war criminal at large. While we cannot end the genocide on our own, we can decide whether our silence will become another weapon, and we can examine every tool we have to
we have to examine every tool we have to decide whether or not you can't do anything. You can't do anything. They had to pull the plug on that. It was so ridiculous that even John Fetterman weighed in on how dumb Mondani is.
He's a total clown. I mean, he has the authority to arrest Netanyahu any more than I would have the authority to arrest him in Washington, D.C. if he visited down in Washington, D.C. You're a mayor, dude. Pick up trash, fix some potholes, and really fix the homeless problem in your city too. You're way out of your league, and now this is irresponsible. But like I said, he's just a total clown, and it's just for clicks at this point. He knows that he has nothing actionable. Now,
he knows he has nothing actionable. It's just for clicks at this point. That's what he's saying.
Did you ever watch the Andy Griffith Show?
I did.
I think it's one of the top 5 TV shows of all time.
You have said that. Absolutely.
It's a little homespun. Reminds me of home.
But
I think it still holds up well. What, 60, 70 years later? It's
I
still,
like Barney Fife, Sheriff.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Barney Fife.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the one time he made an illegal turn in the middle of the street and Gomer tried to arrest him?
Citizens. Citizens arrest.
What? That is.
I do remember that.
That is Ayatollah Mamdani trying to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu in New York City.
You know who's behind that whole thing? His chief of staff. What was her name? Oh, I forgot her name. She is the woman who called for, or Anna Maria Arkila, I believe her last name is. She's the woman that called for Mamdani to go after Benjamin Netanyahu. She's the top official.
And you said that there's an Arizona connection
There
here.
is.
Okay.
There is. Of course, the name doesn't sound familiar. She's over the Office of International Affairs. This woman was a longtime Soros operative before she joined the Mamdani administration. And she is best known for her performative confrontation with our very own Senator Jeff Flake.
What you are doing is allowing someone who actually violated a woman to sit in the Supreme Court.
Remember this?
This is not tolerable. You have children in your family. Think about them. I have 2 children. I cannot imagine that for the next 50 years, they will have to have someone in the Supreme Court who has been accused of
when he was trying to get on the elevator?
Yes.
That's the same person.
Yes.
So she's a paid activist.
Yes. When Jeff Flake, they were trying to bring Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court.
Right.
And he got down to the wire. Jeff Flake was on the elevator. This woman, Zohran Mamdani's administrative office for international affairs, she was the woman that held the elevator over and went off on Flake.
And then Flake got scared and tucked tail and ran.
Exactly.
What you are doing is allowing someone who actually violated a woman to sit in the Supreme Court. This is not tolerable. You have children in your family. Think about them. I have 2 children. I cannot imagine that for the next 50 years, they will have to have someone in the Supreme
That's
Court
her.
who has been accused of violating.
This is the woman. What does this tell you about Mamdani's his operation?
Nothing that we didn't already know, that he's the Ayatollah of New York and he has his little cabal there and they are extreme radical socialist Islamicists.
Yes. Under the employment of George Soros at the time, that she was castigating Jeff Flake outside of the elevator during the Kavanaugh
What do you mean?
confirmation.
At that time, they're still under the employ of George Soros. Who do you think's funding the whole operation?
No, they were been duly elected by the good people of New York City.
Yeah, I mean, they won, sure.
I just thought you'd like to know. Yeah, it's Jeff Flake, and to your point, he cowered. Remember?
Yeah,
went back to the Senate to have a special meeting to once again make sure that Kavanaugh was not the rapist that these activists claimed that he was. Jeopardized the whole procedure. Was all wimpy, wussy, cowering, crying in the elevator as these women were castigating him. I mean, it's. You know what we say, it's all a big club and you're not in it. It's the same thing for the left. They got their wackadoodle club. You really don't want to be in that club. You don't want to be in that club. You don't want to be in a transgender who thinks she's a man, thinks he's a woman and administrate. You don't want to be in that club. You don't want to be in this
from
club.
Where, James?
From the butthole.
Okay, thank you. You got to finish it. Just because it makes Pablo look really uncomfortable.
As he should.
Colonstration.
This comprises Mamdani's whole administration. These people should not be taken seriously.
You know what they say in the Democrat Party? They put the men's in menstruation.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Thanks. I just came up with it.
That's pretty good.
Just came out of the blue.
This is what happens when you fixate on something long enough. It starts to turn over in your head, and you get really creative with
Really fixated on much as I just want to point out the absurdity of the Democrat point of view.
Speaking of absurd, Smithsonian director was grilled over the woke bias that is in the American History Museum. And what she talked about, what she revealed was shocking. I gotta be honest with you. I did not know. Maybe it's because I haven't been to the Smithsonian in decades. I did not know it was this woke.
Yeah, there are some exhibits that are, and some of the museums are particularly woke.
Very, very woke. We're going to listen to the grilling and learn just how disturbed, deranged some of the people working at the Smithsonian are. That's coming up next.
Not quite as weird as the activists left, but it is still weird when you're trying to sell your car and you don't go to givemethevin.com first. I mean, here's the thing. You could put up an ad on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, and you could waste all day going back and forth with God knows who, trying to set up some sketchy meetups in gas station parking lots, only to have someone offer you way less than you want, assuming they even show up at all. The alternative, go to givemethevin.com. They make selling your car ridiculously easy, and they actually want to buy your daily driver, your truck, your SUV, your sports car, your exotic. It doesn't matter. If it's got cars and an engine, they want it. Process, very easy. You just enter your VIN or your license plate number, and you will get an offer that they guarantee will beat CarMax or Carvana, or they'll pay you $100, so there's really nothing to lose. Skip the hassle at givemethevin.com. They are America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. Givemethevin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
202 Red Mountain dealing with a wreck near Scottsdale Road. They're going to be off on that right shoulder. Watch for a slight slowdown in the area. Also, crash activity in Tempe over at the intersection of Baseline and Priest, and a wreck near the intersection of 83rd Avenue and Thunderbird. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line. It's 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by London Gold.
For 50 years, London Gold has helped Arizona celebrate life's special moments. From stunning diamonds to timeless gifts, find the perfect sparkle for every occasion at London Gold.
On this day,
today,
Day in.
every single day,
by
the day,
Day out.
when it comes to Iran,
Check in
We can play games
with Garrett Lewis.
it's just going to keep on happening.
Today at 4, 550 KFYI, the iHeartRadio app, and live on YouTube.
Attention Phoenix. If you're tired of the heat, traffic, and overcrowding, listen up. Announcing the sale of Prescott Creek Ranch just outside Prescott, Arizona, Saturday, July 25th. 36-acre ranches, just $199.9. This is a high-elevation acreage with breathtaking 360-degree mountain views, beautiful native vegetation, and captivating topography. This small ranch has been broken into 36-acre mini ranches just outside sought-after Prescott, Arizona, and are priced to sell quickly. Learn more, take a video tour at 800theland.com or call 800-THE-LAND. Don't miss out. 36 acres, $199.9. Beautiful land, lush native vegetation, ideal location, high elevation, cooler summers, convenient to Prescott. Price to sell in a single day, Saturday, July 25th. Call or click 800-THE-LAND. That's 800-THE-LAND, 800theland.com.
Our Valley's unique climate means your trees, plants, shrubs, and gardens need special care. Nobody knows better the TLC they require than Brian Whitfield. Listen to the Whitfield Garden Show, now on Saturdays, 7 to 9 a.m. on 550 KFYI.
If you've been putting off dealing with your hearing, Hear.com makes it easy to finally take care of it.
Their Horizon IX hearing aids use cutting-edge German engineering and dual processing technology for natural, crystal clear sound, and they're nearly invisible. You can choose telehealth or in-person care through their network of 1,200-plus top providers. Go to hear.com or call 844-HEAR-300. That's 844-432-7300 to start your 45-day no-risk trial today.
Parker & Sons here. What if your new AC unit started paying you back before you paid for it? A new high-efficiency unit cuts your cooling costs from day one, so you save on energy all summer before you've spent a dime on the system. Because right now, you pay nothing until 2027. No interest, no payments, no stress. But this offer ends June 30th. Call Parker & Sons today for your free quote. Call 602-2REPAIR. That's 602-2REPAIR.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Walk into any of the 5 convenient Valley stores in Glendale, Gilbert, Goodyear, Ahwatukee, or Scottsdale.
Hurt in a crash? Now you're in pain, missing work, and your car's out of commission. Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James. They help you get the medical care you need, handle your case from start to finish, and fight for the money you may need to get your life back. No stress, no runaround, and you pay nothing unless they win. Call now for a free case review, 800-9-MILLION. That's 800-9-MILLION. Or visit sweetjames.com.
My kids were saying, why didn't you do this at the old house? And we lived with you.
Your neighbors have a lot to say about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like Beth.
In our old house, we just had the old concrete flooring in the garage and so dirty. And I decided when we built this new home that I was going to be doing our garage floors and our back patio right off the top. And of course, Galaxy was the quote I went with.
And Galaxy's not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Some of the things that were the deciding factors was Galaxy's lifetime warranty. That's huge. I was surprised that not everyone offered that.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is UV resistant with no yellowing and 4 times stronger than epoxy.
The Galaxy crew was amazing. They were so clean. They picked up after themselves. I can't say enough about them.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
And the movers even commented. And the movers say they see lots of these floors. So they really liked it and asked us who we used. And I told them we use Galaxy.
We are out of this world.
Protect your retirement with gold and silver. Call Golden Crest Metals, 888-447-7857.
This is Sarah Spain with the latest from iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
The New York Liberty hosts the Chicago Sky at 7 Eastern tonight, hoping to keep their winning ways going after a 99-98 overtime win over Dallas on Monday. Breanna Stewart led the Liberty with 33 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists, while Sabrina Ionescu was a perfect 5 for 5 in the extra period, tying a league record for most points scored in overtime. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton telling it like it is. Today at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeart Radio app. Smithsonian director, I believe her name is Anita Hartag. She is getting grilled. She got grilled. She is sitting before Congress, and I'm listening to this, and I have to tell you, I'm kind of shocked.
Is this what you do for fun?
What's that?
You sit around and watch Senate hearings of the Smithsonian director? You need a life, sir.
Do the work so that I listen to the stuff, watch the stuff, so that the audience doesn't have to. That's what I do. And it does bring me joy. It does bring me joy to be able to bring this information to people.
What a sad.
As well as I'm pointing out how daft and how just absolutely bizarre the left is.
I mean, I'm glad you do it, and the audience is glad you do it because somebody has to.
Somebody has to do it.
Not me.
I really enjoy, Brandon Gill, Representative Brandon Gill. Here's a guy who is very skilled at getting right down to it and exposing the hypocrisy and lunacy of the left. And he's so polite as he does this, as he asks questions and make the witnesses squirm.
Is it important to be polite?
Yes, sir.
It's also interesting because the same mass action toolkit that your organization has been promoting references politeness as a defining characteristic of white supremacy culture. Ma'am, are you a white supremacist?
No, sir.
You're not. Can you help me square why your organization says that being polite is part of being a white supremacist?
I'm not exactly familiar with that passage of the Mass Action Toolkit, which is
I can show you the passage right here.
I can show you the passage right here. This is the Smithsonian. This is the package they put out.
This is part of the display that the Smithsonian Institution had that also said punctuality.
Yes.
Being on time is part of the white patriarchal society.
That's why people say that, I don't have a black card because I'm always on time. And it was CP time. That's not that. I broke that long time ago. You have nothing to say about that.
No.
Representative Brandon Gill.
Is Mickey Mouse racist?
Mickey Mouse is not racist.
It's not racist. According to the Smithsonian Institution, one of your exhibits referenced Mickey Mouse as representing, quote, vestiges of longstanding traditions of blackface minstrelsy. Would you describe that as racist?
No, the historical trajectory of the origins of Mickey Mouse tie directly
so Mickey Mouse is rooted in racism. Is that your testimony?
No, sir, it's rooted in minstrelsy.
Minstrelsy, you don't think that blackface minstrelsy is racist?
It has certain unobvious racial overtones that have been well documented.
Do you think that that's problematic, that Mickey Mouse also has those racial overtones?
It's not for me to determine what's problematic. It's determined to me what's accurate.
Mickey?
Is that right?
See, this is what happens when liberal women go to college for far too long. And they get degrees that end with study.
See?
Right? Is you get this woman in power and she has to justify her existence and her big fat salary, by the way, front of government, that to do things like justify the report on the racial hierarchy of the minstrel history of Mickey Mouse.
See.
Like,
hi. Wait, what? Can you do the Mickey voice? It's kind of
not really, no. It's like, but
hi, Minnie. That gets too high.
I mean, Steamboat Willie, that was the first
Steamboat
cartoon.
Racist.
And Mickey was driving the car to the boat and whistling. And it's only racist if you want it to be.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you. Some of the cartoons back there really were reflection of the times. But it was now people get all offended by it, but nobody was offended by it back then because that was just
it's the same mentality that looks at a classic American work of literature like Huckleberry Finn, but they try to judge it on today's mores.
Exactly.
And go, oh my gosh,
exactly.
They said the N-word. Well, Guess what?
That's what yes.
The white Democrats of the South called black people the N-word.
And the black Democrats today in the South and North still use that word, so stop it.
And but they focus on that type of thing and not the moral point of the book, which was that this young white kid and the black guy on the raft can come together and live in harmony and learn from each other. But no, we got to focus on the fact that they called him N-word Jim in the book. And so therefore everything in it
is disqualified.
Irrelevant.
Right. No. And this is the woman, who was heading up the educated lady, liberal.
Hack.
Who was talking about Mickey Mouse being racist, handing out pamphlets, being nice and punctual means white supremacy.
Has a problem with Mickey Mouse. Wait till she learns about Pepe Le Pew. The rapey skunk.
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, oh boy.
She's gonna love Bugs Bunny though, particularly the ones where he cross dresses and acts like a trans. He's a trans bunny.
Speaking of a trans, what is a woman? What is a woman? Representative Nancy Mace asked the director of the Smithsonian Institute that question.
Do you believe that men can become women?
Ma'am, as the director of the museum, that's not relevant in this case.
It's very relevant. You've got men dressed up as women, and you have them on displays in front of kids. Do you think men can become women, yes or no?
So RuPaul's Drag Race, which is the upper...
It's a man. RuPaul is a man who dresses like a woman, literally.
Correct.
What is a woman, Dr. Hartig?
As a director and as a historian, it's not my opportunity.
You sexualize the American History Museum, so this is a fair question. What is a woman?
So at the museum...
What is a woman?
We strive to represent and not categorize all Americans.
Okay.
But wait a minute.
Come on, man.
You strive
Come on.
to represent all. I mean, I do think Nancy Mace, like, okay, look, I mean, RuPaul's Drag Race, it's a societal thing, whatever. But this woman says she's not going to categorize, but she just categorized Mickey Mouse as a racist.
And you ask me why do I watch these things? Why?
Okay.
Come on. This is comedy gold.
It's better than The View. I'll give you that.
The View, MSNBC. God, it's so hard. So hard to live in my own home sometimes when mom is there. It is. It just is. There is one more example, an incredible example. Representative Michael Cloud asked one simple question and exposed the propaganda masquerading as history at the Smithsonian. We'll have that for you coming up next. You know what is funny, my friends? What's funny is my wife will still reach for her reading glasses every once in a while out of pure habit. Then she catches herself and smiles. She had a refractive lens exchange at K2 Vision, and she simply doesn't need readers anymore. She can read her phone, a menu, even the fine print without glasses or contacts. She told me, husband, I forgot what it was like to see like this. And watching her enjoy that freedom, it's been kind of cool. If you are wearing glasses or contacts and now you added readers or bifocals to the mix, maybe it's time to learn about refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision. The procedure is quick, painless, and many patients are seeing clearly the very next day. And here's something I love. After RLE, you will never have to worry about cataracts. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed more than 150,000 lens procedures, and they will tell you if RLE is right for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no cataracts, and no contacts.
President Trump is attending a dignified transfer for 4 U.S. soldiers killed in Iranian attacks over the weekend. Isabella Gonzalez, Tyler Freehan, and Angel Rampersad were killed when an Iranian missile hit their sleeping barracks in Jordan on Friday. Michael Emmanuel Swinton died on Sunday while attempting to disarm a downed Iranian drone in Iraq. A lawmaker who tried to overturn Arizona election results has won the state's Republican primary for Secretary of State. State Representative Alexander Collodin has led several lawsuits trying to overturn the results of recent Arizona elections. In last night's primary, Collodin defeated his Republican opponent. Kimberly Yee is currently leading over Tom Horn in the Republican race for Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction. On the Democratic side, Teresa Ruiz has been declared the winner over Brett Newby. The race is heavily centered on the state's school voucher program. A preliminary hearing for singer David is entering its second day in downtown L.A. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office says it plans to call more than 10 witnesses. It's looking to prove there's enough evidence that the singer should stand trial on charges of murdering a 14-year-old girl. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Looks like a crash now on the Loop 101 in the East Valley. This is northbound near McDonald. The HOV in left lane initially blocked up in this one, so watch for delays in that area. Also, Baseline at Priest, you've got a wreck there. And another collision, this time in the West Valley, near the intersection of 83rd Avenue and Thunderbird. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
You're close to your journey's end. You're winning half the battle, and then it happens. A rattle. You got this. Just head on over to any Brake Masters stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters. We give you an honest break.
Gas prices, these grocery prices, the cost of living,
inflation, escape,
get away.
Oh, wait. Your inflation vacation is booked with $1,000. Chances to win every weekday.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000. Powered by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. Interact, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe today, 977-1900.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
If you haven't switched to Pure Talk because you're not sure their coverage is every bit as reliable as Big Wireless, why not take them for a test drive? For a limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited data plan. No contracts, no commitments. Just a great deal on a high-speed network with unlimited data from an American wireless company. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
We hope you're not counting on Social Security for retirement. It's Jim Clark. The Social Security trustees report they'll run out of money in 2032. Jeffrey Gundlach, the bond king, says that's overly optimistic, saying they'll run out by 2029. That's only 3 years away. Things like inflation and debt are compounding the problem, but they're bullish for gold and silver, which should be in your retirement plan anyway. See us, Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Need fresh breath fast? Order Zellman's online in just a few clicks and save 15%. Go to ZELMINS.com and use code SAVE. That's Zellmans.com, code SAVE for fresh, clean breath delivered. Don't let bad breath ruin the moment. Stay confident and save 15% with code SAVE on Zellmans.com today.
Semiconductor Components Industries is seeking a senior systems analyst in Scottsdale, Arizona, with various work sites, telecommuting permitted within area of intended employment, responsible for the continuous improvement of enterprise manufacturing, supply chain applications to ensure systems are effectively meeting business objectives. Position requires a master's plus 1 year of experience. Email resumes to hr.resumes@onsemi.com. Must reference job title and code SA-VK.
I've had a number of surgeries, and frankly, I don't have time to rehab a surgery and an operation at this point in my life. I didn't want to take time off my kids' activities.
That's why former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter turned to QC Kinetics. We couldn't be happier saving our patients like him from operating rooms and long recoveries.
I've been able to resume like normal activity for me, which is a lot of running. It's a lot of workouts. I've been very, very blessed with how it's been able to hold up.
For so long, patients have accepted surgery as the only solution. But with new technologies, the medical professionals at QC Kinetics use regenerative treatments, your body's own biologics to help heal and restore knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
I actually ran into a friend of mine over at our golf course, and he had his knee done. It felt so well. He'd got his shoulder done. He goes, I can't thank you enough. He'd heard the commercial on the air, and so it's feeling great.
Find out how you can avoid surgery and finally get relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN. 602-837-PAIN.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You worked hard for that 800 credit score. So why are you still using a mortgage designed during the Great Depression for people who were financially struggling? Shouldn't financial discipline earn you something better? The Life Changer loan allows you to do your banking inside your mortgage, pay off in a few short years, and keep 24/7 access to your equity. Control, flexibility, speed, because you've earned it. It's not magic. It's just math. Visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB100203031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
One vacation, endless ways to enjoy it. Book your Mexican Riviera cruise from LA or San Diego with Norwegian Cruise Line at ncl.com.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 602-855-9542 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 602-855-9542 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 602-855-9542 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinic treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 602-855-9542.
550 KFYI. No algorithms needed. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, and we are streaming live on YouTube at 550 KFYI.
I might need you, James.
Uh-oh.
This is unscripted. But I might need you to talk some sense into me.
What you do? Oh, where you going? What game?
No, it's not a trip this time.
Okay.
Because there's really nothing happening right now.
Okay.
But the Vegas Golden Knights just released their game-worn, authentic jersey, sticks, skates.
But you already have
collection.
a Golden Knights memorabilia.
Well, but I don't have a game-worn jersey. And they have a Stanley Cup playoffs game-worn jersey from Mitch Marner.
Yeah, but you guys lost.
Well, no, this is not from the finals. This is just for the playoffs run.
Okay.
The finals one is, it's a lot of money.
Okay.
But I really want it.
But this one is...
This it's so much money that the warden might leave me if I bought it. But it would look really good framed up in the house.
Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You only live once. It may be in pain for the rest of your life.
Well, if I bought this, I might only live once until the end of the day. There are cars that cost less.
Oh, no. How do you feel about it, really? Really, how do you feel?
I'd like it, yeah.
I say go for it.
Oh, thanks. You really helped me.
I say go for it.
Do some payment plans, man. Do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, honey, guess what I did at work? She's like, what'd you do at work today? I bought a $7,500 game-worn hockey jersey.
That's, you know what? If you would have ended up going to Game 7 or something like that, you would have spent that much money easy.
No, it would have been a lot less. Okay. It would have been, I was
trying to justify it.
No, I don't know that there's any justification.
Don't get it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I probably
don't do
can't.
it.
But it's out there.
Representative Michael Cloud asked a series of questions to Director Hartag that really did explain just how far off our institutions, including the Smithsonian, have plunged.
What would you say is the most influential book in American history?
So if I may go back to your second question.
What would you say is the most influential book in American history?
May I go back to your second question?
You can answer the one I just asked you.
Well, as a historian, it's probably hard to choose which is the most influential book in the United States history, but I can tell you what's the most influential document, and that is the Declaration of Independence, which appears in different ways
Most
at least
influential
4 or
book.
5 times.
The founders quoted one book more than any other book.
The founders were very well read, and as you know, Thomas Jefferson's library became the core of the Library of
Yes,
Congress.
and that book would have been the Bible. Secondly, would have been Common Sense by Thomas Paine.
The Bible and Common Sense by Thomas Paine.
I mean, you don't have to be a believer to acknowledge the history of the founding of this country. You could say the founders drew inspiration from multiple sources, of which the Bible was one of the chief among them.
Just say it.
It's historically fact.
It gets better.
Now, I went to the bookstore. I couldn't find Common Sense in the bookstore. I did find, these books. Here's George Takei. It rhymes with Takei. A book in which he talks about, one young man lusting after another. I'm not sure why this is in our American History Museum in the kids section, mind you. That's you think is important to have it in the American History Museum?
Yeah, she does. Director.
When I went to the American History Museum as a child, we went on school field trips all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I bought?
What you buy?
I bought a pseudo copy of the preamble to the Constitution of the United States. Looked like it was on faded parchment paper, and I bought a tri-corner hat.
Yeah. Director Hartag has taken all that stuff out now. She's put in Mr. Sulu's sex book.
So George Takei, as you know, the actor from Star Trek, was incarcerated during World War II as the result of Executive Order.
Is that what his book's about?
And his children's book, I think, is a beautiful
Who made the decision to put that in there but not Common Sense?
Boom!
But wait a minute. The book doesn't talk. I could understand maybe if it was George Takei's memoir talking about how he had been and his family had been interred by a Democrat president,
it's George
mind
Takei's a sex book for children.
That doesn't belong. Is there a gay sex museum on the National Mall? I don't want to give them any ideas.
No. Common Sense is not in there. Probably the Bible's not in there, but sex books and sex toys and all that kind of stuff are in the Smithsonian, the American History Wing.
Well, you're asking for there's a lack of common sense in most of D.C., let alone in the bookstore.
Cross-dressers? Are they in the...
Well, RuPaul,
yeah. Yeah.
Not transgendered,
I
just
am telling you,
cross-dressing. There's a difference, Jay.
just absolutely appalling to me that this is what it has fallen. This is how far we have fallen. Coming up next, we have AZGOP, a chairperson.
Oh, we found him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sergio Arellano. He had an early morning. Late night, early morning. Okay? Coming up next. Let me ask you something. Has your business changed over the last few years? Of course it has. More employees, more responsibility, more moving parts. But for a lot of business owners, the insurance setup never changed with the business. Same old broker, same yearly phone calls, same confusing paperwork. That's where SuperSure comes in. SuperSure is built for growing businesses with more than 25 employees, giving you one super agent who helps coordinate your business coverage and employee benefits across the year, not just when renewal shows up. They can review your current policies, help organize your coverage in one place, and even translate insurance language into plain English with their fine print facts tool. And this is a great idea. Their business value calculator can help estimate what your business may be worth today, giving you another way to think about protecting what you have built. If your business has grown, maybe your insurance approach should too. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Clay Travis.
Most of the violent acts are coming from the left right now.
Buck Sexton.
They've just gone nuts.
Today at 10.
The left has gone insane.
Sanity.
This is not a both sides thing.
On 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
Your neighbor didn't get lucky. There's a reason why they got 6.3% more for their home, and the reason is 72 Sold. 72 Sold, 72-hour home selling program is fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and it delivers higher prices too. It's not the market, it's the method. Want to see what 6.3% more looks like on your home? Go to 72sold.com.
Take control of your food with Harvest Right. A home freeze dryer lets you preserve the meals your family already loves. Fruits, vegetables, leftovers, even full dinners, and keep them fresh for years. No waste, no preservatives, just real food whenever you need it. It's simple to use, surprisingly affordable, and a smart way to stay prepared for anything. Whether you're planning ahead or just saving money, Harvest Right makes it easy. Learn more and shop today at harvestright.com.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I'm Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we've been serving Arizonans for 20 years. Make the best choice after an accident. Call 977-1900. That's 977-1900.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900. 977-1900.
What if we told you Matt Damon was screaming on set to get his voice weather warned for The Odyssey? From the TikTok Podcast Network, Raiders of the Lost Podcast has the whole story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
Well, it's official. My friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data. And because they're my friends, they trust me. As for the rest of you, well, Pure Talk understands that even though you might like me, you're not just going to take my word for it, nor should you. For that reason, and for a very limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited plan that normally sells for $65 a month. Think of it like a test drive, a super simple way to save $150 while you kick the tires on Pure Talk's blazing fast network, and a fine way to see for yourself why I switched from big wireless, along with a few 100,000 of my closest friends. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and be connected to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. Again, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
You didn't get here by accident. Decades of saving. And now you're supposed to just hope the market holds up? There's a reason smart retirement investors are moving part of their IRA and 401k into physical gold and silver right now. Gold is at record highs. The dollar is weakening. And unlike stocks, you can hold real gold in your hand. Golden Crest Metals makes it simple. A nationally recognized firm seen on Fox Business and CNBC with an A- BBB rating and 5-star reviews. Golden Crest can help you add physical gold and silver to your retirement account, tax and penalty free. And right now, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857 now. That's 888-447-7857. Call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
If you are hurt in an accident and results matter, call Sweet James. 809 million. Awarded Best Attorneys of America.
We're warming up through the rest of the week with highs today topping out near 104. Mostly clear and 88 tonight, then sunny and 109 tomorrow and 113 for your Friday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Bryan. At Precision Air and Plumbing, we're celebrating America's 250th the Precision Way with $2,500 off the new AC unit, 0% financing for 60 months, and no payments until 2027. Make the Precision decision today.
Unfolding events.
These are important moments.
Big moments.
The latest news.
Check in often.
Crystal clear.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, and streaming live on YouTube at 550 KFYI. We've got AZ GOP chairperson Sergio Ariano in the center ring. And, you know, Sergio, I know you had a late night and you had an early morning doing news hits across the country. Tell me, what did you tell them about last night's primary, tell the nation about last night's primary here in Arizona?
James, this takes me back to when we were first down in Tucson and we were worldwide, baby.
Worldwide? Yeah, I guess. Absolutely.
We're on the same thing. Look, we pushed back on the liberal communist agenda as Republicans throughout the state. It was overwhelmingly positive. In polling locations, we see it in the voter turnout. We came out in more numbers than Democrats, which rightfully so, we outnumber them statewide. So it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. Now, one of the biggest surprises, though, was how quickly these races were called, which means that our poll watchers, our poll observers, and our boots on the ground were doing the job they were required to do, and that was to make sure that things ran good, that we got good, solid results. And here we are today. It was shocking to see how quickly they were called, but at the same time, we're ready. We're lined up to kick some butt behind our nominees.
But, Sergio, I went and voted in person today, and I was a victim of racism and sexism because they made me show an ID to prove I was who I was. I don't understand. How can I move forward with such oppression?
Well, first and foremost, I'm concerned that you went to vote today. And
yesterday. Sorry.
That's the first red flag.
Yesterday. Sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah, so, you know, we're working on that. Alex Colladin passed a great HCR that's going to the ballot. HCR 2001, so those of us listening, that is Florida-style voting, does put some voter ID behind it. So there are a lot of provisions that will help supplement in case they can't get that Save America Act bill passed out of the feds that do nothing.
I was very impressed when I went to vote yesterday at how smoothly, how quickly, how friendly, how informative the poll workers were. It was an in and out operation for me as well. And the fact that, we got it all on the first day, that's something we want to see. A good dry run coming up for the, before the midterms and also before the 2028 elections. As far as our choices, the choices that Republicans made last night to represent us going forward, how do you see it? Where's the energy when it comes to the governor's race? What is it going to take to get Andy Biggs in the office?
You know, one thing that people should note is how disciplined Andy Biggs is. He has not gone out of context. He's been very methodical in his approach on this election. You know, people try to come out and say he's anti-McCain and he's a hater and he's a bomb thrower. But he reveals that he worked and collaborated with McCain. So there are good relationships and precedents set forth by Andy. And he's also interested in what matters to us Arizonans. Katie Hobbs, under investigation for corruption, she's still under investigation, guys, and has not faced justice. You know, Andy is highlighting what matters to Arizonans, and that is every single thing that the governor did. Katie Hobbs was to veto common sense bills and reforms that alleviate the burden on everyday Arizonans. Andy is highlighting those things that matter to us the most. And what matters is the state of affairs in this economy. It's shoddy. The moratoriums placed by the governor on water, which were very unfounded, the courts pushed back against her moratoriums. That allows now us to get housing and more affordable housing and more building going up. So there's a lot of stifling of growth and relief for our Arizonans that was stopped by her that Andy is focusing on. So I look forward to having a good candidate and a good nominee like Andy Biggs at the forefront. And we're going to go out and we're going to campaign our hardest with him. We're going to leave it all on the battlefield. And the base is very motivated. We're united.
We have AZ GOP Chairman Ariano in the central ring, Sergio Ariano. Let me ask you this. If you're a Democrat this morning and you're waking up, which Republican nominee has you reaching for the antacids?
I think Andy Biggs is basically your antacid. I mean, look at our congressional turnout. Feely got a full-throated endorsement from Trump, from the Oval Office desk. I'm sure the Dems have just written that one off. It hurts them. You know, Juan Ciscomani down in CD6, he's got a better shot now, just given the turnout and also the conflict and drama that the Dems continue to nominate, right? They are out of touch with Arizonans and everyday Americans. They continue to push the same old same, the DEI, the men and women's sports, boys and girls bathroom. Like, they are so extreme. It makes it an easier lift for us. So I think they're chugging on their thumbs this morning, given the results and the outcomes of these primary races.
Money always matters, Sergio. Are you getting the sense that national Republicans see Arizona as a state worth investing heavily in this fall?
Here's the beautiful thing, James, and this is something I want to tout, and we get to pound our chest on this one. The Arizona Republican Party has outraised the Democrat Party 2-1, and I came in end of January, right? So we're kicking butt. We have twice as much cash on hand that they do. We've raised $1.3 million in the few months that I've been as a chairman. They've raised a measly $600,000+. They only have less than that cash on hand. We're still sitting close to $1 million cash on hand, which means there's a lot of discipline. We're getting the phone calls, James. We're getting the inquiries. National groups, local groups, organizations, campaigns now see the direction the party is headed in, and they want to come in and help. And we want to be that pass-through to make sure that we're victorious, and we will make sure that every single cent, every penny, every dollar, everything they throw at us will be left on the line to get us to the finish line for victory in November.
Sergio Arellano is the Arizona chairman for the GOP, and he is with us here on 550 KFY and 790 KNST. The question I have for you, will there be debates? Will Katie Hobbs debate Andy Biggs?
It sounds like she's trying to pull the old Biden move, right? Hide in the basement again. She's not debating, but we're going to highlight that. This is a new Republican Party. Guys, everyone that's listening, this is a new party, and we're going to hold people accountable. Our communication strategy is going to be focused on letting the people know what is not being done on the behalf of the Democratic side, on behalf of the Governor Hobbs, and great shows like yours help us spread that message where the liberal media continues to suppress and hide everything that's negative, from not covering Ruben Gallego to all the inquiries and the corruption under Fontes, Hobbs, and Mays. I mean, we will hold them accountable.
That's what we elected. That's why we elected you, sir, to hold them accountable, and also to get Republicans across the line in Arizona. Thank you for hanging out in the conservative circus today, my friends. The Big Top will reopen tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Clay and Buck are next, right after the news on 550 KFYI and 790 KNST.
If you're a fan of having zero access to your equity, paying 2 to 3